Good evening and welcome, PLW Nation. We have a great matchup for you tonight. It is Friday night here at Hideaway Field. The Warbirds versus the Cajuns. Currently, the Warbirds are on a 5-game slide. I believe they've lost 8 out of their last 9. They're going to have to climb this hill against the Cajuns. The big story tonight is Jim Dodos fully recovered after he got concussed going fly ball in right field. He was out for a series. His girl says they are ready to. He's ready to go 100%. On the other side, we have Andrew Leday's Cajuns. A lot of moves have been made. Will Ryan Ruesch be on the hill dealing? We'll just have to wait and see. My name's Trent Pacone. I'm with my main man, Anthony Michael. How we doing, man? First time in the booth this year.
Happy to be here, guys. Always a pleasure to be with my main man, Trench Vegan here. He's got the best handle in the PLW.
I'm talking about Cajuns real quick.
Yeah.
Anthony Michael, you were just a Cajun not too long ago. Now you're in the booth. I believe you're a Lightning.
I am now on the Lightning, actually. Look at that. We're rocking the Lightning colors under here. A little pregame BP we took with my new teammates.
How do you feel about that trade?
Well, definitely happy to get acquainted with the new guys and just turn the page, first of all. You know, it's always good to go somewhere that you're wanted.
Yeah.
I mean, you were just recently traded too, so you know that feels. And, yeah, it stings a little bit when somebody does trade you. But at the same time, you know, you go somewhere that you really wanted and makes big impact over there, I believe. And, I mean, you know, it's PLW. Nobody's safe out here, Trench. You know,
yeah,
anybody can get traded.
You're gonna fit in perfectly over there.
Yeah.
As you can see, some of the Warbirds down there. There's rookie James Perez, Sean Merciel, the Italian-Canadian Frenchman, one of the best shortstops in the league, and there he is, Jim Dodos, back in the lineup. You guys saw him last night calling a great game with Chad Sparkle Phillips. Expect some good things happening, maybe a ball or two going over right field into the Garden of Serenity. Why don't we check out those lineups for the Warbirds right now? And look at that, Anthony Michael. We have Jim Dodos leading off, followed by Sean Merciel. Buck Burner needs to get that bat going, a little bit more patient. And then the new addition, Tyler Walensky, that was involved in a big trade with you guys.
He was involved in that same trade. He went over from the Lightning. That wasn't involved in my particular trade with the Cajuns. That was a one-for-one deal with Devlin Daniels there. But he came over in a separate deal from the Lightning. And, yeah, they're going to look for him to do some good stuff with their lineup. They need him.
Yeah, no doubt. Then we have rookie James Perez. And this dude, he's good. He's patient. He's a great, great fielder. He's just making sure that he's texting all his people at home to make sure they're tuning in.
He's been looking real good.
We have the All-American Matt Petrekis, who obviously is just an all-around balanced player. We got some subs down there. Dan Piccolo Pickering. Uncle B is down there. He'll probably see the mound a little bit. Chris Warchick in Warfield. And then a newly acquired Logan Christie. I like that lineup tonight, and we're real close to getting these guys going. I want to thank all 150 viewers coming in pregame. We're probably going to cap off 500, 600, 700 tonight. There's Logan right there. Love seeing him.
My other former teammate from the Vaders. Good dude.
Look at how nice it is tonight here in Las Vegas. We got Kyle Lohman up there in Skycam 1. I haven't seen him work in that Skycam. I don't know if I've ever seen him work the Skycam.
Cody Reynolds up there.
Have you before? He's giving me the nod like, yeah, dude, I've been up here. Look at Cody.
Going to town, eating some food.
He loves checking out
There's one of my
games.
new teammates over there on the Lightning, looking to do some damage with him. He's got a good bat, very consistent hitter. He's a rookie, actually. I believe he is got his name in the hat for Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, no doubt. Tavano, Cody Runnels, Will Morris, who is not here tonight. And it looks like Ryan Ruesch is going to be on the mound. And this dude, when he feels it, he is dealing. He's got a real good sweeping hook. There he goes, stretching it out, pumping up the jams. One of the bigger personalities here in the PLW.
Going to miss being teammates with that guy. Now he's going to start yelling at me like he yells at everybody else.
Let's check it out. Anthony, make sure you're dead set right in the middle of that. There you go. GK, not here tonight, but he is always near us, watching us. He's the wiffle ball god, making sure that this production is going as planned.
My main man, Sashi, he's going to be starting at shortstop tonight, coming off that knee injury still. He's been looking good. Watched him take some BP pregame today, and he looked really balanced. He's been working on that a lot. So looking for, he's my pregame, call for who's going to get 1 yard tonight.
It's Friday night. You know what that means, Anthony Michael?
What does that mean?
Trenchy is going deep into the hot cocoa score box tonight.
Let's get
We're already too deep. It might get a little frisky tonight.
Friday night hot cocoa treats in the house.
Yeah, watch out.
All right.
I was watching some of the game last night, and you know how they were talking about Chad Sparkle Phillips, that he's fallen when he pitches and when he's fielding and when he hits.
He's just always on the ground, period.
I've never fallen as a pitcher, but I've fallen as a fielder, a hitter, and out of the commentating booth one night, I rolled my ankle. I was out of the lineup for a week and a half.
How did that happen?
I don't know, man.
Was that one of those comebackers that just came right back at you?
I fell.
You guys are always getting lit up back here.
Out of the booth, man.
Too many hot cocos?
There's white boy Rick. Hoping he is feeling much, much better. Looks like he is. And here it is.
Boy, Ricky, how you doing?
Pitch number 1 coming from Ryan Ruesch to Jim Dodos.
Jim Dodos being patient on that one.
Yeah, 55 in the turf. As we jump to 200 viewers immediately.
Often up here, you hear the tink, and you have to kind of check because you really don't. Oh.
And that's going to go in the Garden of Serenity immediately, and that's exactly what they've been missing. It looks like he's made a full recovery after the PLW medical staff has deemed him okay to play, and he's rounding third. Home run, Jim Dodos.
Dodos got that look on his face like he is back. He's just determined to get his team out of the relegation type of territory. He looks focused tonight. He's trying to take his team to the next level. Here's Merciel now. He steps in.
Yeah, look for a big game out of Sean Merciel. A lot of power comes from this guy.
He's got great hands. Really good hand-eye coordination with this kid. Played in a tournament with him last summer and had a really good time with him. A good kid. All-around great athlete.
Ooh, double nickels off that curveball. It's going to move the count to 2-2. Outside. Ooh, a walk here would be devastating for the Cajuns. Sean with a good eye, very patient as a batter.
Full count payoff pitch in the dirt. Fouled off. Going to do it again here. On the way.
Whoa, man. Got a hold of that one, but it goes foul. Good patience by Sean right there. It's going to keep the count full, 3-2.
Little battle here.
Oh, what a play by Casey.
Wow, Casey. Line drive just knocked it down, or actually knocked it up, and caught the deflection there. What a great play.
I don't know if it's true or not, but they definitely could jump.
Dang, wow. That was a great play by Casey. Look for that to be on the top plays of the week. Oh, just 56 right there.
Purdy.
That looked like a great pitch, but out here in the PLW, if it's not 55 or below, it is a ball if it's not swung at. And ball 2 on the next pitch.
Yeah, this year, Buck kind of been stung by the strikeout bug a little bit. He needs to be patient, and he is, and he rips it to Sashi, bobbles it for a second, has to make a throw. Good
Sashi. Piece
by Buck, but Sashi right there.
Took his time with that after he bobbled it. He knew he had plenty of time. That was just missiled right back to him. These guys are actually, they're kind of lighting him up a little bit right now. You haven't really seen that too much this year off of Ryan Ruesch.
And here's Tyler Walensky. This will be his first at-bat as the newly acquired Warbird. He was looking good in red.
Coming over again from that Lightning team in that big blockbuster trade that was earlier this week.
Gets a piece right there. It's going to move the count to 2-2. Remember, here at the PLW, we do start with an 0-1 count. Got to strike on you early. Oh, and he hits that bottom bar.
That was a strike. Wow, look at that. That was nasty. Just bottom corner.
Yeah, there's nothing you could do. You just walk out of the dugout, you put your hat backwards, and then you go play some defense.
Yeah, not many guys would even swing at that in this league.
And look who's going to the mound right now. It is Jim Dodos after putting one in the Garden of Serenity. I don't know how many wiffle balls are out there now from Jim, but it's got to be the 30, 40 by now. And he's got a sweeping curveball, kind of a good 12-6 as well. And when Jim Dodos is on, very, very difficult to hit. The one Achilles heel on Jim Dodos when he is on the bump is if he starts getting hit a little bit, you could see the frustration start to mount mentally for him. But I think he's got the fortitude up top to keep it going as his Warbirds are kind of down in the standings. They need to jump some guys.
And I'll tell you what, I hate to admit it up here. Anytime, whenever a guy's got my number, but Dodos is probably one of the guys that I see the worst in this league. I hate facing him as a hitter. He's got some nasty stuff. And as a lefty, I actually have better statistics in my career against all lefties, but he's like that one lefty that has really deceptive delivery. He hides the ball really well. You just you can't pick it up against him.
Yeah, don't forget you get your wiffle ball points in. Just a few moments left. It looks like a lot of wiffle ball points coming in on the Warbirds right now, but they're going to have to face Andrew Leday, won the batting title last year, on pace again to do it all over, leading in average and on-base percentage. This dude is just a complete monster, probably has the softest swing in PLW, but it always is producing. And here we go.
They coming in batting .489, 6 home runs, 25 RBI. OPS is 1.389. Great numbers,
Wow.
Great numbers. These are offensive MVP type of caliber numbers.
Here we go. Look how long he waits on that. And they're defensively, they are ready for that. You could see Buck just shading that third base side a little bit more than normal.
It's really hard to set up your defense against this guy, Leday, because he'll find an empty spot out there somewhere. He'll find a weakness, but look where the pitch is, and like you just saw there, he'll wait till the last second to pull the trigger.
And goes tink inside bar at 55. Double nickels early by Jim Dodos.
Backwards K there for Leday. Ryan Ruesch stepping up here in the 2-hole for the Cajun Nation.
Yeah, Cajun Nation loves this guy. He's been really, really accelerating his offense. It looks like he has a Band-Aid on his forehead.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. But,
maybe a scuffle with the wife maybe at home of who's going to change diapers or not.
Maybe somebody didn't like the trade, and I don't want to start any rumors, but
Yeah, he's been getting the bat going. He's been popping Boppo home runs lately. This account's going to be 1-1.
Yeah, Ryan actually, he started off the first couple series this season. He was only hitting like 167 or 170 or something. He's just been on an absolute tear now. He's hitting 355.
No, I'm coming for that home run.
You could hear Ryan saying, I'm coming for it. It's 3-1 count. Dodos is going to have to put one on the pan.
He's actually putting up MVP type of numbers now, too. I mean, uh-oh.
Oh, man, what a great pitch by Dodos. And that's what elite pitchers do in this game when they fall down 3-1. They're able to hit that pan.
Yeah, I mean, like I said about Ryan, though, he's a three-way player. I mean, one of the best outfielders in the league.
And he goes
right side there, down the line for a double.
And Ryan wasn't lying. He was coming for him. And that's what happens when you get up in the count. You don't, and as a pitcher, you don't want to walk out. So you kind of get a three-quarter cookie, and Ryan makes him pay for it.
Ryan loves right field. He's got, I believe, all of his home runs to right field.
And Bo goes to Tyler.
Linsky almost made the great catch. Did he catch that on the bobble, or did that get down?
No, it looks like it got down, but that's going to be a dirty single. There's runners on the corners, only one out. And immediately the Cajuns are threatening.
Linsky out there looking like he's wearing 24 like Griffey. He's an amazing center fielder out here, one of the best.
Oh, man, top tink by Dodos, and that's where he brings that 12-6. It drops really late. Goes down 0-2 in the count early.
54, that was nasty. Just a little up and away there.
Casey Nielsen, one of those guys that doesn't look like it, but he could hit the ball as far as anyone in the PLW nation as he takes a hack right there.
He played golf. He was a D1 golfer at Oregon State University, Good hand-eye coordination for this kid.
And there's Sean, good play. They're going to try to turn two. And that's going to score a run. They said outside. Hold right there.
And the Cajuns capitalize on the mental error there.
You know what I think, and I've said it before, I'll say it again. The manager of the team that has...
You got to take control.
You got to take control.
You got to let
boys
them know what the play is. If there's a runner on third with less than 2 outs,
that's a war chicken
on the corners. You got to let them know that it's going to happen. I mean, if you have all time in the world, you can try to make the play, but if you don't, you're definitely risking the run scoring there.
And here's one of my favorite Ruesch brothers.
I actually think that Nate Ruesch, in my opinion, is probably not just the most underrated player on the Cajuns, but maybe one of the most underrated players in the league.
Let's see if he could produce. I want to go back to that double play ball. You have to remember, James Perez is a rookie out there, and if you're Chris Warfield, you got to talk up to your defense.
Yeah, he looks good, but he definitely needs more reps out there in the infield, and it's wiffle ball, so it's definitely a little different. The ball moves differently, and it's just, you got to get on top of that ball with the holes labeling down, and sometimes it'll float on you.
If Dodos could get out of here, only giving up 1, which maybe they didn't even have to if they just hold that.
2-2 count, 2 outs here. See what happens. Right up the middle.
Oh,
Ruesch delivers
through, and there's going to be runners on.
Nope, that was left side. That was clearly left side.
Runners on first and second, and it looks like Sashi Boba.
Little rally here. It's my boy Sashi, my main man, my Friday night compadre here.
Yeah, man. Friday nights have been lit with wiffle ball. Love that hairdo.
Oh yeah.
And he's a player, man. He loves to be in big spots. Look at that.
Yeah, Sashi's been working on his hitting fundamental. He's a great athlete. I actually drafted him.
That's going to do it. Double nickels.
Taco League a couple of seasons ago, and
runs scored.
Looking good, but yeah, the Cajuns do come up with 1 there and tie this ball game up to 1-1. We head to the second inning, and we got a ball game for you guys, folks.
Yeah, the top of the second inning is brought to you by Leilani Acuna, the official realtor of PLW. Whether you're buying or selling a home, you now have a realtor trusted by PLW players and family. You could connect with Leilani on Instagram. There she is right there. Look at that smile. She was hanging out with the owner, manager, player, Nick Davila of the Night Owls. I think they went to Vancouver to check out a Vegas Knights game. He took a selfie with her. What a delightful, delightful pair they are. Of course, they are part of my vegan squad. Love seeing that.
That's a great banner out
A lot of people are asking, calling me Papa Trench, Grandpa Trench. There's some news. There's a new.
Oh yeah, we have
a new Legends fan out there, and there she is, the granddaughter of old Trench. Look right there, Brielle. Oh. Look at that face, the face adorable. Of a wiffle ball player right there. She's ready to go. She's a Legends fan.
Look at that. Look at that.
Old Trenchy's a grandfather, if you can believe that.
Man. Look at that, my man.
Thank you, sir. Big time. I got some sweaty hands. Sorry about that.
It's all good. We'll keep it family up here. Talking about family.
Right back to Ruesch.
He's got some time. Yep, there you go. 1 out there.
So when I'm K-ing guys on the mound, there's a grandpa making guys swing and miss badly.
Look at that. How many grandpas do we have in the league now?
You know what I'm saying? It's like you got to feel like 10 times worse when old Grandpa Trench makes you look silly. Here's Matt Patricus.
That's why we call you Old Trenchy. You call yourself Old Trenchy, actually.
I'm not young, man.
Yep, I believe that was a ball turfed before the tink there.
I see it.
Yeah, so how many grandpas do we have in the league? I mean, is Stevenson? I mean, he's one of the older guys. Is he a grandpa?
No, I don't think he has any kids.
No?
I'm probably like one of a handful, maybe.
I don't know if there's a handful. I mean, first of all, we only have like 10 guys in the league that are over 40, right?
Nah, there's a bunch of 40 guys, 40 plus
That's
guys.
exactly why we don't run bases here. We got to stay in the league. Here's Patricus. 51, tink there, full count. Ryan wants that ball. Whenever he gets a ball that he likes, he wants to continuously throw that same ball. Maybe it's a superstition thing that he's got going there. Oh, 53.
That's going to put him there.
Yep, that's going to make him walk away there. And Dodos back to the top of the order here as they flip over. And we got 2 dead right away. And pull everybody to the right side into the Dodos shift over to right. That's down. Dodos does look locked in here. I'd definitely be careful here. And, you don't really have to pitch him in this situation.
Man, he really put some torque on that.
He's got one of the best exit velocities in the league. I was talking with Tom Gannon earlier before the game, and we were talking about the top 10 guys in the league that have the best exit velocity. And he's a guy we definitely consistently brought up. And, we talked about Sanson, and we talked about, obviously, Tanik. I mean, definitely some guys out here with some massive exit velocity on their hands.
That was the pitch for Dodos for sure. That would have been solo shot number 2.
Dodos is locked in here. He's not going to help him out and swing at any balls in this situation. Ooh.
Good pitch
Pulls
by
the string on that one.
Ryan Ruesch. And, after, we're talking, some announcements here. There's an announcement, probably the biggest announcement ever coming in the history of PLW.
I heard about that pregame. You guys didn't even let me in on the secret, so I'm excited to hear about the news tonight. Make sure you guys are locked in tonight. Don't go anywhere because apparently this is some big news, and I'm excited to know
Imagine the biggest trade of all time.
Wow.
Times 100.
I mean, the only thing that would be the biggest of all time would be Tanik leaving the Sand Vipers, and I can't see that happening. That's impossible.
Yeah,
so,
I understand that. But
I mean,
so imagine a scenario and times it by 100.
I mean, that's really even hard to fathom that, though. I mean,
all these big trades, all the trench trades, all these movements, pale into comparison.
Wow, this must be a big deal. It's going to be a big night. I mean, it feels like it's like trade deadline week because of so much movement right now. We got 5 weeks before the trade deadline, so expect a lot of moves to start happening. I think teams are really starting to feel where they're placed in the standings, and they're trying to make moves because people don't want to get relegated, and they want to make some last-second moves before they have to make a last-second move.
And Leday goes to Walensky. There's some sun in his eyes out there. He lost his shades.
He stayed with that one. Nice catch there. He stayed with it. And Leday actually hit the crap out of that ball. I think it looks like he just hit the soft side of the ball, and it just didn't carry. Sometimes in wiffle ball, if you hit the soft side versus the hard side where the holes are, I've noticed, you can really hit the ball square up. And sometimes the ball just doesn't travel because, if it's hit on the less dense side, it just doesn't go as far.
Right back at him, between the legs. Looks like Buck is going to have to mop it up. Makes the throw down the pipe. Is it in time?
That's going to be close. We're going to have to look at all 3 stopwatches to collectively get the average here. What do we got here?
Let's see. I wonder if we got an instant replay on that as we approach 300 viewers as Bo Evans is
Are we
up.
going to have a challenge or not? Looks like he's safe with 5:08 on the clock on the ticker here.
Why? Yeah, you got to remember here at PLW, 5 and under is the number that you got to hit that backstop.
We do use 3 clocks in the stopwatch, though. And what are the averages here that we got?
Just looks like it's all good.
Looks like nobody's going to contest that, and it's safe at first.
I like seeing some of this Dalby and Stein action in the chat.
Now here's Bo. He also played some college baseball. Jackson State and Tennessee. I'll tell you what, Bo's another guy that I feel like is really underrated in this league. He had surgery last season in his stomach, and people didn't even know about that. He played through the season last year injured. He was still pretty decent numbers last year, even as he's playing hurt.
It wasn't even like last year. It was like 3 months ago.
I mean, yeah, right? I mean, it was like November when he had the
They're going to try to turn 2 right here. Did you hear James Perez?
That's down.
Yeah, you got to square that up just a little bit more and make a cleaner throw. And you can see Jim Dodos is, hey, guys, let's make a throw here and get out of this inning as Casey Nielsen up to bat right now. Boring, welcome to PLW Nation. You are now locked in as a viewer. Why don't you go ahead and use that Amazon Prime account, get a free subscription to PLW.
What's up, yuppers? Yep.
Oh, what a smoke shot by Casey Nielsen. It's going to put runners on first and second. The reason why this announcement is so huge is because once that trench trade happened,
Oh, it really opened the
it
floodgates.
opened the floodgates, and that's why
Absolutely.
this announcement's going to be a big one.
Geez, I mean, I feel like I was part of the family over here in the Cajuns, and I got traded. I thought I was really blindsided by that. I did not see that coming because, I mean, you go out every Friday night. You know, that's one of the best things about the team.
Hits that outside corner. Tink. Andrew Leday is becoming himself a little baby Viper manager. He's just releasing guys. See you later.
Nate Ruesch goes down on strikes there as we'll head to the third inning now.
Did they at least
Warbirds.
release you on like a Friday night or was it?
I believe it was a Monday.
Oh, that's the best time to get rid of somebody, right?
Monday or Tuesday. I can't remember what day it was, but Sashi actually called me and talked to me about it, and I thought it was just in the works. I know Bruce, actually, he's been complimenting me a lot this year, and he's been wanting me, and, you know, I talk to Bruce a lot. He's a nice dude. And
love Bruce.
I love that guy, and, you know, he's another guy that's out here over 40, and anybody that's over 40 out here gets a lot of respect from me because I just hit 40 myself.
I celebrated Bruce's 40th birthday
You celebrated
man.
my 40th birthday.
That's right.
We were at Stoney's.
I remember, man.
Yeah, you guys all came out. It was good times.
A lot of 40-40 club members here.
Yeah, so I mean, I know Chad's actually. I think Chad even tried to trade for me when I was with the Vaders. But
I wonder if we're going to celebrate Chad's 60th this year.
Or is it going to be 70? I don't know. Did you guys see his high school picture the other day?
I don't want to. I definitely don't want to see that picture. I'm feeling good. I got hot cocoa coursing through my veins right now. I don't want to put a
I think
damper
it was actually
on
a college professor picture of him, and it was like 1985 or something. So, I mean, think how old he must be.
Ford, thank you for the subscription. You are now locked in, part of the PLW family. As Ruesch goes pan at 52, it's going to be a 1 and 2 count. That 40-40 club back in the day with the Canseco's and all those guys, it was a big deal.
Yeah, I mean...
Or what? It was like stolen bases.
Being 40-40 there, Bruce, my main man in the chat there, he's going to be my new smash bro. Can't wait to light it up with this guy.
It's going to fill up the count, 3 and 2. Hollywood, he's got to be... Hollywood, you're 40-some, right?
Halls is over 40, yeah.
He's got like an all-star
Talk to him too,
daughter that plays like volleyball and track. And
you know, that's...
Sean Marcel goes... Wait a minute.
Kiefer stops that, but...
And then Kiefer looks like he might have caught a hanger there.
I don't know what happened
Looks
on
like
his
Pocket
hand,
Radar came up and bit him.
I don't know what happened on that, but yeah, he's definitely shaking that left hand like type of minute injury out there.
See
but
Boba. Where's Bruce?
Oh, it looks like he got it on the clip of something.
Where's Bruce when you need him? He's got like a gauze pack, and he's a nurse.
First aid kit.
Yeah.
When did Kiefer get here? I didn't even see him come here. Like, I saw that he was in the lineup as a substitute, but he wasn't in the lineup to start. So I don't know how he just snuck out there. I didn't even notice he was on the field.
I'm probably the third oldest on the legend.
Yeah, so I mean, the 40-40 club there, I mean, I'd say Halls and Bruce, there's some of the guys out here with the bigger muscles, you know, so guys out here, don't underrate the old guys.
And there's Mama Ruesch in the chat watching her man, and we were talking about if there might have been a scuffle about who's going to be changing the diapers because of the Band-Aid we see on Ryan's forehead as Buck takes one down the pipe.
And there she is, huh?
That's old Buckaroo's wife, I believe.
Yeah? Is that who that is?
Good take by Buck, and normally he'd swing at that, but his wife showed up, so he's going to lay off on that one and take a base.
Get some better footage in a walk. It's not really material you want to post too much, you know. A walk is kind of boring, but they're effective. And especially out here in the PLW, as a pitcher, you only get 2 walks. Then you have to give the ball to somebody else, and that's just the rules that we have to all play with.
I like Tyler being slotted into the lineup immediately. This is a dude that just needs a lot of reps, and it's going to show.
I mean, at one time, I believe, was he the number 1 overall or number 2 overall draft pick in season 2, I believe?
I don't know what the order was, but I believe it was pretty high.
Yeah, what team drafted him, actually?
Oh, swing and a miss outside. That's going to be a strikeout for Ryan as Mama Ruesch versus Buck's wife are going at it right now, rooting for opposite sides.
I think it was actually the Stoneman that drafted him.
Yeah, well, we don't know that team anymore. Don't make me bring out the archives of Trench's little banjo playing.
Good old PLW here.
He was the number 2 pick. And here's James Perez. Man, he's got a
Tink,
sweeping.
54.
That sweeping curve is so nasty.
Yeah.
3.
Perez in the draft, he looks really good.
That's going to,
Got
little
some
hot.
good talent. Oh, yep. Good layoff there.
Over 300 viewers tuning in because they know something big is happening. Boomer, thank you for the subscription. As James
chases
Perez.
that low and away, and down he goes on strikes.
PLW Nation, welcome all these new people subscribing to the Twitch channel as Matt Patricus, the All-American, up to bat right now with runner in scoring position. 2 outs, top of the third, game tied 1-1.
If you guys are watching over on TikTok right now, make sure you get over to Twitch because we got some big news tonight, and you're not going to want to miss it. All the action really here is on the Twitch. You get multiple angles. It's a real-life production. Make sure you make your way over here to Twitch from TikTok.
I always say TikTok's the appetizer, Twitch is the main course. As Ryan's going again to a full count. And he already
trouble right
he has a
here.
walk already. He definitely can't lay a cookie into here.
Cajun
though.
Nation's in trouble right if he doesn't throw a strike.
Oh, and
Patricus actually helps him out and chases one down there inside. That's a tough pitch.
yeah, caught
That was
him
a biter.
on the hands for sure.
That was a nasty pitch.
You know, I just want to be a proud grandpa one more time. Give me a timpani, Ed. Look at old Brielle down there.
There you go.
8 pounds, 11 ounces. What a
Cheers,
monster
old
little
Trenchy.
kid. Proud of my daughter producing new fans, new Legends fans out there, increased by 1.
She's going to be friends with Ryan Ruesch's kid.
Maybe they
All
could
these
grow up
babies out here.
together.
Right?
Little PLW babies. There she is. What a great community of people we
yeah.
have here, Anthony. I want to welcome all our viewers to Twitch from TikTok. PLW Nation is just growing and growing and growing. What a community we have here, Anthony.
Absolutely. So happy to be a part of that, you know. And that's why, you know, when you get traded, it doesn't really bother you too much because you're still not losing your overall family out here, or your fun
No.
times, good times. It just makes you have more new friends and get to know a couple guys on new teams even better. And it's just phenomenal community out here. Can't say anything better about the whole entire community that we have out in PLW. It's the best thing that's happened since COVID.
Look at that, 55 powers. He's got a future Hall of Famer in his little nest as well.
Little
And
nasty
Dodos.
pitch right there by Dodos.
This is a good game brewing right now as Andrew Leday up to bat.
1 out. We got 1-1 game here. Absolute pitcher's duel right here from Dodos and Ruesch now.
Dodo's looking for a pitch for Leday. Goes with the curve, doesn't curve inside right there.
Well, Leday's got one of the better eyes in the league. He doesn't really often swing at pitches outside the zone. So look for him to be locked in here. Yep, line in. 3-1 count favors Leday here. You know, is Dodos going to give in to him, though?
Oh, Kenny.
Goes right after him. Leday looks like he just missed that. Not going to get a peach like that again, though.
That's right. How old's your kid, Kenny? He's got a little... Oh, and Leday goes deep. Does it have
missed it.
enough?
Just missed it.
No. Right in front of
Ball's
Leilani.
just not quite carrying tonight. Again, yeah, he just barely missed that. Hung up there and, yeah, got a good piece, but kind of off the end of the bat there a little bit.
Here's Ryan. He hit a double.
Oh, Dodos! Attacking that top bar.
Oh, Ryan likes to talk here. See if he's got some words for Dodos, if he can do something here. Ryan's fired up. He's wearing his signature headband up there. Wifey Ruesch 18, what's up? I'll miss going out with you guys after the games.
And
All right.
Mama Ruesch not happy with her husband right now as he goes down swinging. And we're going to go into the top of the 4th inning. All knotted up at 1 as we're approaching 400 viewers. Listen, TikTok, I know you're there. I see you. But you're just watching one small camera angle. You don't get to see all the instant replays and close-ups. We have a sky cam operator, 5 different camera angles, people working in the dungeon, working on all that stuff. You could earn wiffle ball points, redeem merchandise, and just have a lot of fun with the regulars out here in PLW on Twitch. We'll see you over there in a minute. And remember, if you have an Amazon Prime account, you get a free subscription, and why not let it be Premier League Wiffle, as every dollar spent is going to good things here. Look at the quality of equipment that we have here is unbelievable. Remember, we started out with a beer pong table and an old webcam and whatever else. Now it looks like we're basically like an ESPN production, and only getting better.
Multiple angles, multiple guys every night contribute to the stream team. Everybody's volunteering out here, just trying to get this thing going, and bright future out here for PLW.
You can see Ref DP87 saying this production is amazing. And Dodos is going after Pinkbox, but Kiefer with his injured finger.
With the running catch, Kiefer locked in right there.
He's a big dude out there.
Is.
Doesn't look like he'd be
6'5".
agile.
Hey, he's 6'5". He's actually a great shortstop, too.
Those shoes are, what does he wear, size 17s? It's an enormous human.
Yeah, he's a big dude. He played in the independent league for, I believe, 6 years or so.
What move is that? What was that, the little gargoyle move he's doing out there? What is that?
I think it's just a little stretch, but yeah, looks like that.
Here's Sean Marcel, got a single his last time at bat. Takes one outside pipe.
52.
Bang, box breaking. Subscribes with Amazon Prime. That's a smart person right there, utilizing Amazon Prime immediately.
Yeah, it's free subscription.
A lot of people are like, I don't believe in free stuff. Free's not real. It is here.
Yeah, I mean, you can get even subscriptions
gifted
to you.
What a hard shot by
Casey knocks that down, stays with it, brings it in.
Vince coming over from TikTok. Welcome. Love to have you part of it. Give it a like, give it a follow. Make sure you subscribe. You don't have
Box
to.
Breakings just subscribed. Thank you.
But why not? And here's Buck. Looks like his wife,
Vin702,
videoing.
Welcome from TikTok.
From the camera. Wants to see something special from him. Said he rolls over to Sashi. She's going to have to delete that video.
Unfortunately, yeah. Sashi makes the play. Cajuns go back into hit down here in the bottom of the fourth. They'll get their chance to untie this game and take the lead. We've got a nail-biter here, folks. Pitcher's duel.
Nick Maines subscribes as well. A lot of people, and there she is.
Look at all these subs coming in right now. We got all these people subscribing right now. Good stuff.
Let me tell you.
Everybody wants that news.
The Dragon Lady has been resting for quite a while. She had a couple rough nights with the hot cocoa bug. But it is Friday night. It's happy hour cocoa day. And
Friday night cocoa
yeah, I mean,
night.
the sun's going down. She only comes out at night. She's basically, she's a vampire. And here she is. Everybody loves her. She's the MVP, really, of Twitch.
Absolutely. She gifted me a sub, even.
She gives great sub.
Oh, you're hilarious. I'm lost for words on that one. Too much fun here in the PLW. We got a good contest for you guys tonight. PLW Nation. We've got Bo stepping into the box here for the Cajuns.
We need an elevator out there. What is that PLW elevator being installed?
We're going to put that.
Oh, good.
Coming in hot. Dodos at 60. He likes to burn it in there a little bit, sometimes, and get people to try to chase a little bit. But, yeah, that little high and tight there.
Look at that. Do you hear that, Anthony?
Uh-oh. It's sub time.
A hype train is coming.
Look
It
at the
is
hype
coming.
train subs.
And there's GK Rabbit
Bo
always
just fights that one off the end of the
around.
bat there.
Look at Uncle B.
GK Rabbit in the house.
I read that this might be his last series as he's going to go be a lifeguard at one of the water parks.
Uh-oh.
And here it comes, the hype train immediately. And we'll get some exclusive emotes.
My first job out of high school, I was a lifeguard at Mandalay Bay. I got fired for surfing.
Yeah, but Uncle B's like 47.
Oh, yeah. I mean, You gotta admit though, if you can do that at 47, he's got the dad body and he's doing it. So
I wonder if he puts that that white stuff on his nose still. There's no doubt. Here's Casey Nielsen.
It's good times.
Goes to the right side. Buck.
Knocks it down. Dodos goes over and picks it up. Did that hit the teleprompter here?
Wow. Sometimes when you make a quick throw, you saw it last night when a ball got stuck underneath me. I airmailed one right into the monitor.
Is that the monitor or is the fence? Is he on first base?
My thumb was like 3 inches from that thing. I'm like,
Wow. Good play by Jim Dodos.
Wow. Wasn't out. Just
Cracks
barely
a
scooped
smile.
in there.
You know what? We also cracked, Anthony. 400 viewers right
that.
now.
eject.
Everybody's coming over from TikTok. If you haven't yet, make sure you do.
Big
Come
news.
over to the Twitch feed. We've got the multiple angles over here. The greatest production that you're going to see in any wiffle contest anywhere in the world.
How does GK know that? He's not even here. I wonder if he has like sensors on the bars.
Uh-oh.
What? Wow.
Knocking it down again.
He goes full matrix on that. Stops that ball.
Cajuns go down 1, 2, 3.
What a good game we got here. Very tight. Who's going to make the defensive errors that wakes up the wiffle ball gods? You saw it happen last night when I made that error, and I talk about wiffle ball gods waking up a bunch. And then Jesse Caps drops a 3-run
Who's going to be the
bomb.
hero in game 1? Who is going to be the hero in game 1 here tonight?
I got to tell you, when J-Rock got that out of the inning and we won that game, I was out there first person to run after him and give him a big hug. I would have hated to lose that game because I know that first out would have been enormous.
Right. Hey, guys, we got level 2 on the hype train right now. We only got 2.5 minutes left. Make sure you guys continue the hype train. Let's get it to level 3. So pump in some subs.
100
Do what you guys
bits.
got to do. Get some bits in.
Jim Dodos always talking about how he loves to send out those bits.
It's the hype train.
Yeah, let's hype it
Chugga,
up.
Chugga, choo, choo.
And there's
Let's go.
Walensky, backwards hat. That's going to produce a
Rips.
hit.
Is that going to get to 2? Kiefer just stops that before the fence to keep him at 1.
What
He's
a
out.
good piece of hitting.
Kiefer looking a little beat up there tonight.
He is.
He's
Leday's going to have to monitor him.
I mean, geez. Did he get a good night's rest last night?
Oh, man, Ruesch. But he goes 56.
And Kiefer got a beat up left knee now, left thumb. He's limping a little bit. Might have to take our medical staff over to him and look at him between innings there.
Yeah, he's really... Oh, his
Yeah,
knee
he's-
definitely hurts him.
Do we have to call time for him? Because he's definitely looking like he might want to come out of this game.
And I don't know if Leday has anybody on the bench. Is they're a little bit short-handed.
Well, they had 6 here. I think they had 7. So
Man,
well,
Ruesch
I guess
is good.
you're right.
Did you hear that?
Leday is the DH tonight, so they don't have anybody else.
Here's Matt Patricus. Right back. Casey's going to have to make the throw. Does he make it down the pipe? He does, as Ryan Ruesch drops, and rolls to make sure Casey Nielsen could get that throw. Quick inning for the Cajuns as Jim Dodos is going into the top of the 5th. And give it up to Jim Dodos right now. He's part of he's like one of the guys. He's part of that Mount Rushmore of founders. He's a big, big part of this league. And he's always looking super fly as an announcer, commentator person. Wears that jacket, has that little pin that he wears. When he enters Hideaway Field, people know. They know who one of the best players are on this field. He just walks like a bad dude. Look at that.
Oh, yeah, Dodos
He's got some
definitely
swag.
has some swag. You know who else has got swag?
Oh.
Our main man, Sashi Boba, here about to step up to the plate.
He also looks like he got his finger caught in an electrical socket. Or he's maybe trying out for that new Kid and Play movie.
Yeah.
Definitely not going to be starring Will Smith.
As I was leaving the
Wasn't he
Cajuns,
in it?
I had to. Oh, Will Smith. There you go.
The Dragon Lady goes up top, gifting sub after sub. And if you haven't had sub from Dragon Lady, it's one of the best in the nation. She's an awesome person, and that's Trevor Bauer's wife. And she's big time here in the PLW.
I gifted Sashi my little wristbands there as I left the Cajuns. Give him the
This
luck.
might drop.
And that's
Oh, man, what a play by Patricia.
wow. Look at that. Way to stay with that ball as he bobbled it and took a hit away from Sashi Boba.
Here's the difference between TikTok and Twitch. Twitch right now is going bananas about the play. TikTok can't even see it because of the camera angle.
Yeah, they got cut off there.
Yeah.
You guys got to get over to Twitch.
Too bad for them. Andrew Leday up to bat, 1 out here.
Sun no longer a factor here in right field as it's down below the tree line.
Oh, Bruce knows right now he was working with a technical issue on that camera. I shouldn't even say that because GK will be in his little coupe drive down here to make sure like the screws are tightened or something on that tripod.
Jeez.
Put the pressure on the Dodos.
Kiefer just gave me a heads up. He said he's okay.
Is he?
Yeah, he just gave me the nod over. He's getting some water right now. He said he's okay. He just gave me the nod like, hey, man, you all right, dude? And he's like, yeah, I'm okay.
Walk number 1 for
stay in there.
Jim Dodos. And look at GK, he's worried. Listen, he has the Colonel, GK, that's his dog, that's his baby.
Right back up the middle.
Good. Way to get a piece of that from Jim Dodos, though, as it's going to be dirty. All these pieces of equipment are like GK's kids. So he has like 75 children.
Oh, yeah. I get being meticulous about all this stuff. I mean, GK's the man out here. Without this, without GK around, this production would not be where it's at today. As we get to level 3 on the hype train, we've got 2.5 minutes to get to the next level, guys. Get some bits in now.
That pitch hit. No, it was a little high. That was going to be a ball. 1 out. They really need to turn 2 right here as Dodos barely misses outside bar.
Bo doesn't really like to walk, so look at him to be aggressive here.
And he is, but he's losing it. Right now goes to 3-1.
I think he's only got a couple walks on the season.
Hey, this is a big 3-1 pitch. Jackson, thanks for coming over from TikTok. This should be a double play. Oh, no, it goes between the legs of Sean Marsalis. He was going to make that toss before he even had the ball.
Wow, that's a tailor-made double play usually from Marcel.
Oh, and
he
it's
makes
clean,
that every
too.
time, almost. One of the better shortstops in the league. And that's going to score a run for the Cajuns as they take the lead. There's exactly what you're talking about, Trench, on the Wiffle Ball Gods.
They have woken up, and you can see Dodos. I know how he feels, Sean, right there.
Yeah, pitchers never like it whenever there's a tailor-made double play and you come away with nothing. And on top of that, bites you with a run scored too. So an unearned run on that for the Cajuns as they take the lead.
Yeah, he's going to have to try to get him to pitch into a double play here. He doesn't want to get in any more trouble. The Warbirds obviously capable of tying it up or taking the lead in the top of the 6th.
Christopher, he Bucknered it.
Yeah, that was just, he was making the play before he had it. Tip ball right there.
Casey going out of his zone, though. Don't want to swing at that. Don't want to help him out at all. 0-2. Yeah, Dodos being smart. Not giving him anything good here. You know, way ahead of the count. These Cajuns do sometimes chase.
Oh, and the wiffle ball gods that wake up immediately.
That's clean. He's going to score another run. Ryan Ruesch rounds 3rd, touches home as the Cajuns waking up Cajun Nation 3-1, taking the lead.
All these guys are friends. You hate to see runs scored by a ball between the legs, but it is what it is here in the PLW, and you just got to take it on the chin.
Hype train success. Thank you, PLW Nation.
Look at that. Level 2 got completed.
Yeah. Good job, everybody.
Oh, GK, he's definitely in hot cocoa mode right now. Let me tell you, he's had a rough week. He's been here like 10, 12 hours a day, making sure the production is going good.
And Nate Ruesch goes down on strikes there to make it 2 outs. My pregame pick of the game to make some noise for the Cajuns. Sashi Boba steps into the plate here. Just gets that one tipped off the end, and that's going to wrap up the inning there. 3rd out, back to Dodos, and Cajuns do come away with 2 runs there, take the lead, 3-1 as we head to the top of the 6th. Last 3 outs for the Warbirds to try and tie this game up.
Remember, as we were mentioning pre-broadcast during Game 1, an enormous announcement that will be made here in the PLW. You have to be around for this one. A lot of movement going on here, Anthony, Michael, and I think a lot of people are going to be surprised about what's going on as Cody Runnels hanging out with Buck's wife up there.
If you guys are watching, you guys got your team watching. If you guys are on a team somewhere, text your teammates. Let them know to tune in tonight. Get everybody on the Twitch stream tonight. If you're on if you're on the TikTok, also come over to Twitch. Get over here into the real production and come see this announcement. This is going to be big. So I have no idea what's going on. So I want to know, and I'm excited for that.
I mean, I've been Tanik's friend now for 4 years. I've been through the war with him, the ups and downs, and we'll see what's going on with that.
Yeah, there's definitely something big brewing tonight. So, really, I have no idea what's going on, and we're really going to announce something big. So, come on over.
You could see Ruesch staying away from Dodos right here. A walk wouldn't be the worst thing.
He does already have 1 walk, though, so he would have to walk out. And who do you want closing this game right now? Because I hear that actually a big reason why Leday made that trade is to get more pitching because he is struggling with some elbow.
Oh, he barely misses that one as Nate Ruesch catches that, and it's going to come to Sean. Can Sean produce right here after making an error, costing his team a run or 2?
Well, let's see if he can go from GOAT to hero here. He definitely is going to want to get some redemption here and pick his team up.
Needs to get on.
Sean not having the best season right now. He was absolutely lighting it up last season. So he needs to get back on track here. See if he can do it. Nothing you can do about that pitch, though. That was just high and away on the top
Has
corner.
the talent, has the skill set. He needs to just put the 2 together.
Up 2-2 count now. Ruesch trying to throw that one away. Beats him in the ground, trying to see if he can get chase. Full count. Sean's been battling tonight, fouling off lots of pitches.
Let's go, Sean. Big step.
You can see by Sean's face, he definitely wants to produce here. Looks like he's locked in.
He's going to go back right to Ryan. That's going to be out number 2. As you could hear the frustration from Sean on the sidelines as Big Buck Burner up to bat, and he would love to do nothing less than launch a wiffle ball
Well, they
right
need 2
over.
runs, though.
Yeah, to get it going. Swing and a miss, though.
They got to, maybe a little bloop and a blast would get something done here. Even a walk would work. I'm just saying, a walk would actually be huge here because it would make a new pitcher have to come in here in a tight spot. And who are they going to go to if,
It's probably
they have to bring somebody else in?
I would believe they go to the other brother, Nate, if he does walk out here.
I mean, so Leday's been the closer on the team, but like I was saying, he's got some elbow pain, and that's kind of why
This could do it if it goes fair.
It's foul ball. So we'll have to see if Leday does slot himself into the closer role if that situation does come up tonight. And Buck does foul that one off as he's battling here, trying to keep the Warbirds alive. 3-2, 2 outs.
Staying alive.
There you go. Not going down easy. Ryan can smell it, though. Smells victory for the Cajuns.
And Boba just needs to make a toss to the backstop to take game number 1, and he shorts it to add a little bit of excitement here in the top of the 6th. Can you believe it? And newly acquired Tyler Walensky up for the Warbirds, and let's see if this trade pays off immediately.
Yeah, Sashi a little lackadaisical there at the end of that play. Usually he makes that play, but yeah, I mean, Warbirds still alive here. Like I was saying, a bloop and a blast. Well, it wasn't really a bloop, but either way, they scratched and clawed, got their way on first base, and they got a chance now.
Come on now. Let's go, Tyler.
And that's going to be a foul ball. Wilinski is battling up there. 1-2 count. 2 outs in the top of the 6th. Warbirds down by 2, staying alive. And that's tink, tink, but.
Oh,
but.
56.
56. And that's why we got that 56 emoji for you guys in the chat. If you haven't found that yet, light up the chat with the 56 whenever you see it out here.
And that's going to do it, Ryan, with the Tiger Woods fist pump as they take game number 1.
Oh, yep.
This is game 1 of 3. Remember, big announcement coming real soon. Good win by the Cajuns right there. The Warbirds put up a fight. An untimely error by Sean Merciel might have cost the Warbirds a win right there.
Yeah, we might be in extra innings right now if that
What?
didn't happen. So
When?
we go to game 2.
Wanna do it
see
right
what
now?
the next prediction will be.
What's that? Yeah, of course. All right, guys, we'll be back in 12 seconds.
All right.
Welcome back, PLW Nation. The Warbirds take game number 1 from, the Cajuns take game number 1 from the Warbirds. And we were talking about a big announcement. And as you know, I've been with Tannic from the beginning. You guys know that Tom did come back by himself. There's some reasoning for that. And let's see if we could get the announcement from the guys downstairs.
Oh, what happened?
And here it is from Adam Tannic himself. And I'll read. My time away has given me an opportunity to reflect on the past and contemplate the future. I am most proud of the contributions and accomplishments made by so many to bring this small passion project out to the world. At times, it has been emotionally taxing. However, there has never been a moment of regret in taking on this endeavor. But now, the time has come to make a choice. I feel that I've taken PLW as far as I can, and it's time to pass the torch. It is with a heavy heart that I announce I am stepping down as PLW Commissioner effective immediately, which will allow me to further focus on my personal wellness, signed Adam Tannic. And you guys, I've known Tannic for quite some time, and he's a very statuesque person a lot of the time, but he has a heart, and he's a big bear, and he just wants what's best for PLW Nation. I could see it coming. I've lived with him for many years now, and I've been in his office day after day. We text till 4 in the morning, wake up at 6 in the morning, no sleep. It's all PLW all the time. And I knew when he left for Costa Rica and he wasn't going to come back with Tom that it was going to be time for Adam Tannic, and maybe that was one of the reasons why he got rid of me as Sand Viper. He didn't want to, break the news as a Sand Viper.
I'm stunned right now here, Trench.
And you could see it on there.
Huge
Chad
news.
Phillips, the commissioner of Premier League WIFFLE
Sparkles.
right now. And now, listen, Sparkles has been here since day one. He has, obviously, we rib at him quite a bit, but he knows PLW better than any other person in PLW Nation. He's written the Bible. And let me tell you what Chad Sparkle Phillips has said in being named the commissioner. I am honored to accept this appointment as commissioner of PLW. Other than Adam, nobody cares as much about the league as I do. I put everything I have into making PLW great, and things are only going to get better with me at the helm. I would like to thank Adam Tannic for his years of service and dedication. I wish him the best in his personal endeavors. You will see many changes and improvements in the coming days. I speak for the rest of the league when I say that we have very big things in store. I will accept nothing less. And there it is, Chad Phillips.
Accepting the duties
He's
right
a very
away.
humble guy.
Nice round of applause by all the players on the field out
And
here.
that's going to do it. Man, huge announcement for the league right now. And you can see James Perez. Congratulations.
Sparkles.
I don't know what that's going to mean. I know Chad made his team a little bit better, added Wilinski, or added you. Maybe it's time for him to step away as a player manager, and he's got to get set for being commissioner.
Well, yeah,
it's not an easy task, and that I believe that was one of the reasons that Chad just knows the game better than anybody else, and you can make fun of him as much as you want. You could rib him as much as you want. But when it comes down to making this game great, making improvements, and just and he knows all the players, of course. Yeah. I think this is a good move for PLW. I've known Chad for many years as well. He's carved into the mountain on Mount Rushmore. He's one of those guys.
I'm absolutely excited to see where this is going to go as a player on the Lightning now, too. He's going to take us to the next level, maybe. So look at that. We got the commissioner now over at the Lightning. And is he still going to be at the Lightning? That's the question
I don't
now.
know the
as
full...
a player, I'm a little concerned about that, too, though.
And you have to remember, we're going to be making improvements to the fields and all that stuff. And, yeah, I kind of saw this coming just a little bit when I don't even know where Tanik is right now.
I mean, we
honestly.
saw pictures. He's having a good time on the beach.
That was before I was talking to Tom Gannon. He has like an open-ended ticket, and he wouldn't show anybody where he's going. And he puts a lot of mental energy into this game and into this into this league, and it's just taxing for him. And not only that, he's been not having the best year as well, and I think he's watching some of these guys come up through the PLW, and he's not the man anymore as a player.
Well, it's Chad, his better years have been surpassed him as a player, and, he's out here. He absolutely has the passion and loves PLW Nation, as he's out here almost every single night, either helping with the stream team or umpiring, just doing whatever he can.
You know what
to
I'm
get
not
this
happy
league to the next
about?
level.
Sorry to cut you off right there. Is my phone goes off right now all night long, into the morning, into the night. I know that Chad's
texting you at 1 a.m.
is going to just keep hammering me all day long. I don't know if I'm ready for this, but I am ready for it. I've been here, doing what I do with all the guys since day one of the founding fathers as well. But congratulations to Chad Phillips and, his new endeavor as commissioner.
Yeah, congratulations, Chad Phillips.
But let's go. We got some wiffle ball to play right now. This is game number 2. It's going to be the other Ruesch brother. Actually, he'll get upset if I call him.
If you guys haven't gotten your bets in yet, make sure you get your bets in right here. We got the Cajuns leading the bets right now. A little bit more numbers on him right now.
Buck, deep shot. But Kiefer, with his bad knee, elbow, and finger, makes that play.
Yeah, I mean,
I wonder how the
almost
players...
an even split right here on the bets. So going to get even money right across the board. As first game of tonight was pretty close, 1-1, nail biter, and pitching matchup. Who do the Warbirds have on the mound right now for game 2? Is it going to be Dodos to start? Because Petricus started game 1, right?
No, Dodos started.
So it's going to be Petricus in game 2.
I never got I've been overwhelmed with all these announcements.
Right, I know. We've had all this announcement stuff. Forgot to see who's pitching game 2 for the Warbirds.
We got an audience. Let's perform for him, huh? Let's go.
I love that. Dodos, audience performing player. And not only that, Jim's wife just got up onto the container as well.
Uh-oh. Did she bring
and
a fat head?
Immediately goes right after her and hits a double.
Look at that.
Hello, honey. That's how you do it in front of your wife. Right there. She's over there. You hit it over there.
Did she bring the fat head tonight? If you guys don't know, if you haven't seen that before, she's got this huge fat head of Jim's face. She brings it out, sits on the container. It's absolutely hilarious. I was saying, Nate Ruesch is one of the underrated pitchers in this league, in my opinion. And, I like to see him get a chance to start here tonight. And he's going to log some more innings and help the Cajuns out. And look for big things from him as a pitcher. He hasn't really gotten too many innings worked yet, but he's got some good stuff if he doesn't walk out.
Those are some Warbird wives up there. They're like veterans' wives, but of the PLW Nation.
All right, Coney Reynolds up there joining them.
What a pitch, but it comes in hot at 59.
That's what they're saying in the chat now. Is Adam still going to play? This is a big announcement. I mean, what's going to happen to him as a player?
I mean, I can't see him not coming back to play with the Vipers, as they're going to need him going into mid-season form and obviously into the playoffs, as that's going to be a pop-out to Ryan Ruesch right there. But I believe that he has faith in Tom Gannon and the boys to produce some wins, so when he does come back and he's fully mentally healthy and ready, because a lot of people look at this as just, backyard wiffle or whatnot, even though it is, but it's not.
Right.
The
very
intensity,
league out here.
energy, competitiveness. These guys watch film. They're being traded.
Absolutely.
They're being, drafted.
I mean, anything goes in PLW. Ryan Ruesch painting that inside, or actually Nate Ruesch, painting that inside corner, jamming all these guys as they just keep popping up and getting jammed a little bit there, not getting a good barrel on this thing. So headed to the top of the second now, 0-0.
Look at that. It's so nice out here tonight. Remember, just a couple weeks ago, freezing, I had hand warmers, and when old Trenchy gets cold, it's not a good night. Back stiffens up, hands get cold, I get very irritable. But now that it's getting warmer, and I got hot cocos flowing, I'm in a good mood. I'm a little torn with emotions right now from the information that we just got, but the show must go on, and that's kind of how we do it here. Next man up, and we're just going to keep producing a great product as we watch Matt Patricus come to the mound right now. This is a good time to talk to TikTok. Listen, TikTok, you're watching from one camera angle all the great plays and instant replays and zoom-ins and all that stuff you guys can't watch because you're watching from one tiny little camera angle. That's because we're giving you a little bit of an appetizer. The real main course, the entree a la mode, is twitch.tv/Premier Wiffle. You come on over, join, subscribe, love on us. We love on you. You'll be part of PLW Nation. Don't forget to get your wiffle ball points in on this game. As right now, it looks like there's some Cajun heavy. It's about split a little bit. This is the end of our 8th week already. I feel like we just had
We've got all kinds of great announcements.
The anthem sung in week 1.
I mean,
huge announcements, and there he is once again. Chad Sparkle Phillips is going to be the commissioner, man. I'm actually happy for him. He's taking it on the chin a lot of the times. When you're the umpire and you're the head umpire and you've written the Bible, he can.
Guys giving him a hard time always out here. You got the nickname Sparkles, best voted
GK's
nickname in the league.
He's going to have to step down as the umpire, because what would that be? Would it be like favoritism, or I don't know? What are you saying right there,
as a
GK?
Commissioner, he has to step down as an umpire?
That's what GK's saying. Is that true?
I mean, geez, wow. I mean, I think the commissioner, would be a good umpire in some ways because nobody knows the book better than Chad. But, yeah, it will be interesting to see where that goes forward. Looks like that's what he's going to have to do. Step down as lead umpire.
Okay. Here's the thing, and I agree with this move from Chad. You can't wear all the hats and properly run a league, and I think that's what Adam Tannick was trying to do. Trying to be a player, trying to be a manager, trying to, obviously, when we are here at the property, it's a big 4 or 5 acre facility that we're running. As Leday just goes to buck right there for a flare out.
I got to say that's even more concerning as a Lightning player. Does that mean his pitching days are also going to be over? What is the commission entitled now as well? Does that mean not going to be playing?
And there's a lot of, looks like Patricus might be the next guy in line as one of the lead umps, as he is heavily involved here with a PLW nasty pitch by Patricus. Man, I haven't seen him throw that in a minute.
He just nonchalantly flipped that in there. Tink, tink, bottom corner.
And look at Bruce. He was performing life-saving CPR on a person in the hospital, and he stepped away to get the information. I hope that person's okay.
Bruce out there saving lives.
That's what he does. He saved Jim Dodos' life.
Right, yeah.
People are talking, they need Gannon for head umpire.
Taylor Briner out here umping a lot as well.
I couldn't be an ump. I'm too involved with players and fans, and my head wouldn't be in the game as an ump. And I'll just be truthful right now as inside pitch goes to 2-2. I'm like the ambassador of PLW. All I do is talk PLW.
Well, I gotta say, Trench, you're definitely one of the best commentators. You've got a definite future in that, no matter where you want to take it. So it's an honor to be in the booth with you tonight.
Yeah, I love being up here. I love engaging the fans, and that's one thing that we're able to bring other than other sports leagues. So when you come over to PLW Nation, you're involved. We acknowledge you. We love having you on the stream. I've done interviews with people outside of Hideaway Field. We're in Tarantino's on his TV in his restaurant tonight. We're in Fred's Tavern with Roll the Veg. He's got a TV set up for us tonight. So when you're eating dinner in multiple places out here in Las Vegas, you're going to see some names.
Wow, we've been to Tarantino's, me and you. Dinner
Funny.
there a couple
Do you want to
weeks
hear
ago.
a funny story?
Great place to get your vegan food. Yeah, what's up?
Maddie Levine was taking a flight home from Florida, and somebody on the plane was talking about PLW and Trench, and Maddie was like, Trench? And they're like, yeah, we've seen him on air.
Isn't
that
small world.
Crazy?
That's amazing. I mean, there's no better humbling feeling than that, to hear somebody talking about that, just random people out there in the world. And you overhear that, I mean, geez, we've arrived.
Yeah, here's Sean. 0-2 count. Top 2, no score, double donuts out there.
I mean, a couple weeks ago, the PLW Nation posted that there was a big leaguer on the Yankees actually on a live stream show on somebody's podcast talking about how he found PLW and how cool it was that he he enjoyed us a whole night. I mean, we got MLB players watching us. I mean, that's really impressive.
Don't forget to get your Legends mug. Us Legends, we're going to need our little sleepy time tea in there. Us old guys. We get up at like 4 a.m, play a little bocce ball. Anthony, I'm gonna let you hold the fort for 30 seconds as I go get another hot cocoa. Can you do it?
I got it.
All right.
Nate Ruesch looking in here. We got a 2-2 count, top of the second. Get you guys caught up. Mercio goes down there on strikes. Get a nasty little change-up curveball off speed. Merciel is definitely frustrated with himself there as he goes back to the dugout. All right. Got one down here.
I'm back.
That was fast.
420 viewers. One of my favorite numbers. As Perez goes right side.
Casey making a great play over there a second again. Snaps that out of the air.
You want to hear one of the coolest sounds ever?
Look at that. Friday night. Hot Coco's in the house.
Hot cocoa alert right there.
I'm over here just drinking proteins.
Bruce would give you a nod on that.
Got my protein shaker over here. Haven't evolved to Friday night hot cocos quite yet.
Buck takes it inside, 2-1. And Buck's one of our favorite.
Oh, yeah, former Sand Viper, former teammate of yours.
I love GK, I do. I've announced my love for GK, and here's the reason why.
What a dude.
Trenchy, I bring a cooler to the booth. What do you think about me setting up a permanent cooler in the booth? Oh, my God.
That's great.
Doesn't take much to get me happy as Buck draws another walk, and I'm telling you tonight, with his wife on the container, he's seeing the ball better. And that's going to produce a real good night for him a little bit later as Jim Dodos is up to bat. And there's the other wife, Sub-Zero, Sabrina, great wiffle ball player herself.
You know what would be cool, Trench?
What?
We got radio statics in the Twitch chat right now. They're saying Roku needs to add Twitch to what you can watch. I'm a big Roku person.
Okay.
Roku.
I'll talk to
let's
who's
go.
this? Who's Roku? I'll talk to him.
Let's get in. Let's get in Roku. I mean, we've got all kinds of stuff happening with PLW Nation. I mean, we're coming. We're going to be going
Ref
out.
Dip. I'm in it, man. Find
The
me,
future is
message
ours
me.
in the PLW.
I'll always do interviews
Doing
out
whatever
there.
we can to get the PLW stream out there to increase our viewers. Make sure you guys are sharing.
Oh, man. Into his solar panel.
Wow. Sashi, great play. That ball caught him. He's going to have a bruise.
Look at the
his
war
abdomen's
chicken
right
down
there.
there. Not happy. Can't get any runners on. Let's go to the war chicken down there.
Like I said, exit velocity. Or Jim Dodos, one of the best.
He might not be an accomplished wiffle ball player, even though he's made some of the best home runs ever. But this dude could throw a disc about 500 feet. This dude is a nationally ranked wiffle. What is it?
That.
Frisbee disc wiffle? Or what,
Frisbee
what is it
disc.
called? Frisbee disc
Frisbee
wiffle?
golf. I think it's frisbee golf.
Oh, yeah, frisbee golf.
Disc golf. Disc golf. What,
That has to
what
be-
is the official name on that?
That has to be photoshopped. It looks like he's muscular. It looks like he's in good shape right there. There's
War
no doubt
chicken.
that that's photoshopped. And he buys his shirts at Baby Gap.
Is that some Oshkosh gear? You're killing me.
I mean, when's the last time you've seen him like that? Come on. I actually played with Sean Marcel and Gannon, and they're both pretty good. I haven't played with the War Chicken yet.
There's actually a field right across the street from my house that I've been dying to actually go over there and play.
Look at that. Apple TV, you can screen share your phone. I don't know what that means, but do it.
Tink. 54. Top corner. Tough pitch. Casey Nielsen here. A 2-2 count. In the second, you're watching PLW Nightly here with the Cajuns and Warbirds battling it out. Game 2.
Oh, good play by Sean. Goes right to Buck. Buck with a good throw from third.
Good team effort there.
The Warbirds really, really need this game, Anthony Michael. They have lost, I believe, 8 of their last 9, now 9 out of their last 10.
Yeah.
They got to take this down as Kiefer McClendon, and he's all sorts of beat up.
Say the Cajuns got something to say about that themselves, though. They've lost, I believe, 9 games by 1 run this year, too. So
Is
they're
this
tired
a-
of losing those close games.
Is this a new pitch by Patricus? There's a lot of movement on that I haven't seen before.
That little flip pitch that he's coming in with? Yeah.
Buck's going to have to make another good throw.
Uh-oh.
And
that
he
was
does.
Just barely in there. Almost above the fence here. So it is an out, though. Sashi Boba coming in here again. Steps up.
Pulls it foul as he gets jammed on the inside. We had that ping pong tournament like 6 months ago. That was a fun one.
Yeah, who won that?
Oh, no.
We chased.
And then he falls back into the backstop?
That's an unfortunate strike for Sashi. I mean,
I don't know.
you're trying to get out the way, but you put that bat a little bit forward. But he went after it, but
Yeah,
That's
he's got to
just
be a little
one
bit
of
more
those-
heads up than that, though.
yeah, you got to put those hands down. If that ball comes after you like that, that's unfortunate, but that's how it is. It's a swing. And
I was on the phone
Go for the top of the
earlier with PLW hottie Caro, and she's got nothing really going on a Friday night early, and she might be heading down to old Hideaway Field to hang out with the boys. She'll probably pop up on that
surprise
container.
guest here tonight.
Yeah, she showed up last night.
I saw that.
It's always nice when somebody drops in on a Friday night,
Sure.
Thursday
The
night.
PLW hotties. If you
Yeah,
guys don't
man.
know about that. If you don't know about that on TikTok, I don't know why you guys are still on TikTok, because you'll get all that kind of stuff over.
Davila won the ping pong
Twitch.
tournament. Give me a
Nick?
break, dude. I mean, he's good, but
I heard
he's
Billy
not
did.
that
Really,
good.
I heard Billy did really good in that tournament too. Yeah. Is there anything Billy can't do? He's like the
Billy's
next Taylor
good,
Briner.
but I'm better than Billy. He knows it. That's the only thing I'm better than Billy at.
What place did you get in the tournament, Trench?
I lost to Taylor in a
Briner?
nail biter.
Wow.
No, Taylor Swift. Patricus takes strike number 2. Oh, yeah. Well, Kirby had a rough night last night.
Yeah,
He had to
Kirby?
he had to
He's out?
recharge for next week.
Is he just getting fitted for the off-road wheels that we were trying to get him?
Yeah. He had the slicks on as
Right.
Casey Nielsen makes an easy play.
It is like summer now. I mean, today was a beautiful, gorgeous day in Vegas. I was sweating in the middle of the day today. I mean, it was over 90 degrees, I believe.
As Tyler Walensky is up to bat. Ooh, hits the pan, 51. Good curve coming in low.
And his first game as a Warbird, you know he wants to make a big impact tonight if he can. He's been shuffled around a couple teams as well.
You just need to find your home. Oh, man. Nate Ruesch. Whose brother is that?
I'm telling you, underrated pitcher. Nobody knows about him yet. He was just nasty. Look at that side arm angle, and he's got all kinds of different arm angles, kinds of different pitches, different speeds. He's locating. I mean, yeah, if he can stay and throw strikes, he's definitely effective. I mean, look at how he's getting these Warbirds off balance. He's throwing in their kitchen right there, and 1, 2, 3 right there. Another great inning by Nate Ruesch.
Yeah, who's going to strike first? Is it going to be the Cajuns? Will it be the Warbirds? Is it going to be a defensive error again that could cost a team? We're going to have to wait and find out.
I believe Lede is leading off here, so he's definitely going to try to park one over the fence or just get them Cajuns going here and see what they can do.
Yeah, what a crazy Friday night. Lots of trades already this week.
Big announcements.
Man,
New commissioner.
look at David Harley Jr. Rocket. What?
Uh-oh. What is
Look
going
at those
on here?
pythons. That dude is ripped. I saw him yesterday, right before batting practice. He had his shirt out there off in center field. Harley, how old are you? 41
Another
and ripped
40.
from head to toe, this dude. And he takes his diet very seriously. He works out like at 5:30 in the morning while most people are still sleeping.
Yeah. Another guy that's shredded out here. 40-40 club, like I was saying earlier. Get in the 40-40 club and you're still playing, you know, you probably are taking your health seriously because that's what gets us still playing at age 40.
I started doing Pilates.
Yeah. You know, I did Pilates with you guys at one time, and I loved it.
Yeah, it's no joke. Andrew Lede took strike 2.
Did you see that pitch come in?
Man,
That thing took like a 3-foot turn. A screwball.
this is the year.
Nasty.
Let me tell you what this is the year of.
And another hit for Lede.
Yeah,
Just automatic almost.
Buck almost got there. This is the year that the pitchers that have dominated in the past are working on new pitches because they know the talent level has gotten better. Check out that Sand Vipers T-shirt up there on the graphics. Make sure you get that.
You got to say, though, as a hitter, though, I mean, we got 6 defensive players now, and pitching has also gotten better because really no roster has any weak spots in their pitching rotations either.
Ball goes to the right side. That's going to move Lede. And look at Lede on the hustle right there. He's really turning it on.
I mean, so yeah, I mean, every team has got 3 solid pitchers for the most part, and I mean, the Cajuns, they're actually one of the more deeper pitchers when it comes to the latter bottom of their rotations, if you ask me. I mean, they've got 7 pitchers now after acquiring Devlin Daniels.
Ref DP, find me somehow. Sometimes I get like these little messages on Twitch or whatever, but if I don't answer in a certain amount of time, then I can't find the person.
Yeah, I haven't figured out all the Twitch notifications yet. There's a lot going on Twitch, I gotta admit, but
The end of my email is still hotmail.com.
You're not on dial-up still? I mean,
GK, have Ref Dep get a hold of GK and then get a hold of me and we'll connect.
I mean,
I'm the worst, man. Yeah, I'm on Insta. Find me, Trench Vegan. Okay, that's how we'll connect. Instagram, right?
There you go. I mean, follow Insta, right? Trench Vegan. Still one of the best handles, though.
I'm the worst. As 1 and 2 count here to Casey Nielsen. Game number 2, 2 runners on. This is a big spot for the Cajuns. It's going to even up the count to 2.
Yeah, Cajuns Nation trying to get on the board here, take control of game 2.
It's going to fill up the count.
Trickus has got nasty stuff. You said that movement right out of his hand. It's probably one of the better movements in the league, straight out of the hand. And, you know, definitely got some effective stuff out there.
See, there's some other people with Hotmail, and that's going to be a big walk, and the bases are loaded. Big spot for Kiefer McClendon, the rookie out of UCLA, coming in. I think that's where he played ball.
Yeah.
I can't remember where everybody...
6'5", the number 3 overall draft book in this year's draft.
Good play by Buck. Oh, he's got to get it. Can they get it there in time? It's going to have to be a quick throw, and it is in time. A double play ball to get him out of the inning. Great play by Buck. He kind of lost it for a second, but they go the easy 3-2 way in 4, 8, 9. What a defensive play by the Warbirds.
Trickus wasn't located before that. To go up there and swing at the first pitch right away, being a little over-aggressive like there. I'm not sure if that was the greatest pitch to swing at there, but that does end the inning and keeps us locked in at goose eggs here as we go to the top of the 4th.
Who's it going to be? Is it going to be the Cajuns or the Warbirds? We've talked about it before. The way these games are going to be going between the Warbirds and the Cajuns, it's going to be the defensive error that's going to wake up the wiffle ball gods and cost you. Remember, don't forget about old Seamus. Seamus is out there in the world. He's got an Instagram as well. GK, pop on the Instagram.
MVP Seamus.
It's a handle? Is that what it's called? Handle for Seamus. I love Seamus. I think I have a picture of him.
The kitty cat.
He's a regular. Was a regular out here.
Oh, yeah, we miss old Seamus coming through the park, strolling around, interrupting our game, but always good interruptions for that. I mean, he's kind of been replaced by Kirby Buckets recently, though.
Seamus will never be replaced. Never.
Looking forward to seeing Seamus again, absolutely. Seamus is an old staple field out here. That PLW.
I got a picture of Seamus.
There it is.
Up top. After this at-bat, we'll go. Oh, what?
Oh,
Is
wow.
that a split screen?
We got a new feature here?
Oh, my God.
Look at this. PLW Twitch stream just gets better and better every day.
Look at it. Look at old Shamo.
We got pop-in screens now.
He's ready to kick some butt.
New camera angles.
That's something
the production
new.
stream always getting better out here.
I remember the first time that split screen was a thing on TV.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah. That little in-screen thing. Like, it's kind of died, though. I mean, it's like,
Oh, it is?
I don't know. Did it die? I mean, I just don't ever use it.
Strike out for Nate Ruesch, where he could, like, watch one game and then watch, like, other TV. Amazing.
I mean, nowadays, I just watch TV on my computer. I've got 6 screens because I trade a lot. And so, I mean, that's just like the way things are nowadays. You watch everything on streams, and cable TV is just kind of outdated. I mean, we've got Twitch stream now, so why do we need cable TV? We've got the PLW on Twitch.
I'm in awe, dude. Here's Buck Burner having himself a decent game defensively, taking some walks. He's being more patient. He's got a little fan club up there on the container. Oh, couldn't do much right there.
I think I got to ask our viewers, what would you rather watch? MLB?
No.
No.
It's PLW.
It's PLW. No questions asked. Every night, locked in here, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Oh, Buck goes Tiger uppercut. Yeah, Monday through Friday. And here's Jim Dodos.
Oh, Nate Ruesch talking a little smack to Jim Dodos here pre-at-bat. Not sure if that was some aggressive words exchanged there, or if I'm just trying to find drama in tonight's showdown between the Ruesch brothers and Dodos.
You could see that Nate Ruesch is trying to stay a tiny bit away from Dodos as he doesn't want him to plant another wiffle ball in the Garden of Serenity.
Yeah, he's locked in. He doesn't want to give him anything good here.
And Dodos barely misses. Tough play for Bo.
Oh.
Not an easy play when you're going over the shoulder, barehanded, trying to catch A plastic wiffle ball.
I mean, that was kind of in no man's land. It's out there in that Bermuda Triangle. You know, it's like you hear footsteps as an infielder going back, as an outfielder coming in on that. It's kind of their ball until they lay off. And I mean, it's a tough play over your shoulder. And, you know, when you hear footsteps like that, you kind of lose focus. But yeah, he should have had that.
Yeah, I won't quite wake up the wiffle ball gods too much because that wasn't an easy play. You know, it was a little bit, you know, running back and over your shoulder.
Not a can of corn, but definitely an error. I mean, you got 2 outs. Anytime you give any team an extra out in the PLW in a locked up 0-0 game, I mean, it's going to be tough. It might wake up the wiffle ball gods there. So we'll see if the wiffle ball gods are on the Warbird side this game.
Bruce with a great comment right there. I love that in between he checks on his patients and then he checks out wiffle ball. I love it.
Ruesch has the biggest mouth in PLW, but couldn't call off Bo there.
He's like, we're losing her. Hold on. Nate's pitch is 3-2. It's bases loaded. Hold on.
Yeah. Oh, he's a big talker definitely when he pitches, that's for sure. And then whenever he's in the box hitting as well. He doesn't really talk too much as an outfielder, though, I've noticed. It's right to him, though, and he gets that. He is one of the better outfielders here in the PLW. Great hands. 3-way player, Ryan Ruesch, makes that play as he ends the inning. Head down to the bottom of the 4th. Still locked in, 0-0.
This game is moving right along, and no team wants to win it right now. Looks like we have a poll up there. What's better? If they could just scan that so we could read it. Here we go.
What is better?
PLW,
There
MLB, curling,
Curling?
spike ball, cornhole, or blitz ball.
Cornhole.
Blitz ball is
Yeah.
not up there, but I take offense to blitz ball.
Tanner Roundy was a blitzball phenom, wasn't he? And that's why he was so good his rookie season. He came out here to just throw darts as a, cornhole or spike ball. I mean,
PLW is running away with it.
Spike ball has had their moments on the ESPN Ocho.
I don't even know what that is, Anthony. I don't care to know what it is. No. I only care about PLW, and I'll just give one tiny shout-out to MLB. I haven't watched baseball in 30 years, but only because of PLW do I watch MLB now, because I like to see how they pitch, where people are in their stance when they're up to bat, their form, all that type of stuff. It's very, very similar out here.
I voted for PLW, and I'm actually going to wait. I'm going to put some more points on it to multiple vote on that. We love PLW Nation here.
Do you know who my favorite team was back in the day?
Who's that?
The Montreal Expos.
Montreal Expos.
That was my favorite team. And the one year
Vladimir Guerrero
that they were doing good, there was a strike.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable.
1994.
Here's Dan Pickering with his first throw.
Uh-oh.
Did it get it?
I think
it did.
Out. Yeah. I mean, that was that 94 season. I'm still upset about that because as a Seattle Mariners fan, and I was a big Griffey's fan, and Griffey was actually on pace to break Roger Maris's record of 61 home runs that year. I believe he had 45 home runs, like at the All-Star break or something. It was ridiculous. I mean, might have been a little bit after the All-Star break, but, I mean, he was on a massive pace that year, and the Mariners might have made their playoffs for the first year that year, too, and the Expos as well. I mean, we could have had a Montreal Expos Seattle Mariners World Series. Can you imagine what would have happened if that 94?
No. Leday goes to Pickering once again. He's got 2 in a row right there as Ryan Ruesch. Tim Raines was my favorite player out there.
Another good player. Vladimir Guerrero came from Expos. I wore 27 my whole life and always watched him play. He hit probably the most balls for strikes or balls for home runs.
Ryan Ruesch might have just opened it up. But no, Tyler Walensky, the newly acquired Warbird at the fence, makes the catch. No runs for the Cajuns right there. Man, what a play by Walensky. And the Warbirds are going to go up in the top of the 5th. Double donuts right there.
Walensky making an immediate impact for his new squad. making a catch at the wall, and looks like he's gonna, not just catch that, but lead off the next inning. And you know what often happens when guys make great plays at the end of innings and lead off?
Yeah, they back it up with a good performance in the box. And I'm reading Maccabee's message right there. When Pickering throws the ball, it looks like it might be thrown like away from the backstop. It's a nasty little throw right there. He gets excited, doesn't get a lot of playing time, and he's like a mid reliever, which they haven't had to use him quite yet. So when he winds up and cocks back, it's a fierce throw, and it could definitely get away from you.
Oh yeah, here's Walensky to lead it off. See if he can back that up now. Great play, and is maybe a little 5 minutes of fame here.
Here's the thing about Nate. Very deceptive speed thrower. That looked like it came in at like 57, 58.
And that's what I was saying about underrated. I mean, those are the kind of things that underrated pitchers do. They're deceptive. I mean, see, he's just jamming everybody tonight. Uh-oh, Sashi, did he throw that away?
No, that was an out. And Boba's
Barely
one of
gets
those
in there.
guys as well that has kind of a unorthodox release from short. But he gets it done, and Uncle
There it
B just came out of his Volkswagen Bug.
Great living. Did he live down by the river in that bug?
There is no doubt in my mind that dude has attended multiple Grateful Dead concerts.
Was he at Woodstock?
Maybe.
I think he partied with my mom back at Woodstock in the 60s.
He played a little college ball. He also could do kick flips. I guess he's an accomplished skater. You could just tell by his mechanics that he could do some endos or whatever skaters do.
He was a state champion in baseball in high school, too.
Yeah.
He gets one more strike here. 2-2 count. Fifth inning.
A lot of people are talking about they wish Uncle B was president, and I think that's because nobody would ever have to work again. When he takes a tumble.
It's base.
He's going to have to be careful.
Wow. Hit by pitch on that one, but here in PLW.
I wonder if that caught a nerve and iced his leg right
that's
there.
Just another ball.
Not happy about that.
Big whiff. And this game is absolutely goose-egged, and we got a 0-0 contest. Who's going to score first? Are we going to see extra innings in this showcase showdown?
Ooh, that'd be a good poll.
Let's get a poll for extra innings. How many innings will we see tonight?
Will we have an extra inning game? Will this go 7?
Will this go 9 and break the record? Have we had a 9-inning game yet? I think that was on the poll the other night. We haven't quite got there yet, have we?
I got to finish my hot cocoa. I'm lagging behind.
Man, looks like some flavorous hot cocoa there.
It is. It's a different kind of hot cocoa.
Yeah.
I'd like to see something happen with James Perez right here. I've been high on him since the draft, but he rolls over right to Nate. This should be out number 3.
Is just eating this Warbirds offense up.
And if
another Ruesch coming out.
Yeah, I mean, the Ruesch
Making an appearance
brothers
tonight. Wow.
They should be WWE stars. I guess in the chat, I don't know if this is true or not. I forget if I read it correctly or not, but Nate Ruesch was promoted, I believe, to captain. He's a firefighter, so he's out there going Kurt Russell style, doing things with ladders and garden hoses and saving lives and kittens. I love it.
Here's actually another interesting fact about Nate Ruesch that Sashi actually told me. I didn't even know about this as a Cajuns teammate of. He is a pickleball player. I mean, we're talking about all these other sports that are, kind of like.
So what's that? You have like one of those.
It's one of those paddles. It's like a pickleball, kind of like the tennis, but like a short game of tennis with the little wood paddle with the kind of. It's kind of like a wiffle ball.
I thought it was like when you bob your head for those apples, but instead of apples, it's pickles.
No. I mean, you're just always thinking about vegan food, so I mean, I can't blame you for that. But no, he's actually one of the most elite players around Vegas, and he goes around playing pickleball tournaments all over.
Whatever.
And,
get Taylor Briner against him, and I bet he loses.
I mean, what can't Taylor Briner do, though?
Bo Evans up to bat right now. That's an amazing thing, though. A very athletic person Nate is.
Yeah, I mean, pickleball, I also saw on the news last week when I was up in Washington State. It's the official sport of State Washington now. Outdoor sport for the summer. Weird stat, but yeah.
Nothing going on for either team right now. It's because
The pitching delivery. Yeah, it's just pitching battle here.
wow, on the bump, both these guys just going toe-to-toe, man-to-man, mano-y-mano.
Petricus is on his A game tonight pitching, and that's my
Long fly ball, Jim Dodos
at the wall.
right there. And you could see Sub-Zero, Sabrina, rooting on her man.
That looked like he might have robbed a home run there. I'm not sure if that would have gotten out or not, but definitely would have at least been a triple, and good hands there by Jim Dodos.
That's Kiefer McClendon. And this is going to be a flare ball. And that's going to be a single. Does it open up for Sashi Boba? Two outs.
My pregame pick of the day to get something going for a home run here, and this would be a great spot to see Sashi put one over the fence. Oh, he's trying.
He was. That was
a little too aggressive there.
Yeah, that was a big swing by the Bobsters. Look at those
One of the best swings I've seen yet, too.
Those little. Oh, that's good night.
Are you serious? Wow. Sorry, Sashi. Welcome to PLW, though.
Nothing feels better than when you're a pitcher and you know about halfway when your wiffle ball gets there that the person's either not going to swing or swing and miss, and you could kind of just walk back to the dugout. No dig on Briner last night, but I caught him with a great vegan vaporizer, dude, that I knew that I iced him, and it just felt good.
I tell you what, though,
to walk back to the
as a
dugout
hitter,
right there.
when you get beat like that, like, you know, it only stinks for about 10 seconds. Because what I always tell myself when I get beat like that, hey, there's nothing you can do as a hitter there. I mean, you just got beat. I mean, you didn't swing a bad pitch, and you just got beat. I mean, you're going to get sauced up like that out here. It's PLW, and there's some great pitchers. I mean, guys are going to hit nasty spots. Corners, they're absolutely unhittable, even if you do swing. So, I mean, no reason to hang your head on that at all. Just, you know, go out there and get them next time. You're going to get another chance.
Yeah, remember, in like a month or so, it's going to be bright still. The sun's going to be out. It's going to be 110 degrees. These guys are going to be sweating profusely.
Yeah, it's staying out
right
lighter
now. It's nice,
every day.
but in about
savings time, we got summer solstice doesn't happen until mid-July or something.
I keep thinking about that. It's all nice and wiffle ball weather, but in about a month and a half, these guys are going to be drenched.
I mean, I'm out here shorts and a t-shirt right now, and I looked at the weather tonight, and the low is like 68. So,
and Buck goes to the container, and that's going to be a triple.
Well,
and the one time his wife doesn't have the camera going, he smokes it to the container.
leadoff triple for Buck and the Warbirds, as they got something cooking here as Dodos steps in to see if they can deliver a run here.
You know what
for
was
a sack
cute?
fly or whatever they can do to scratch one across.
It was cute. He blew his wife a kiss as he was crossing second base, and that is true love. I've seen.
Oh,
and then
Cajuns here with a little bit of a rock pile as a meeting, looking like they might make a move or.
And
maybe
another PLW hottie comes in, Caro, over there.
Oh, they're challenging.
But right
What
now,
are they challenging here?
It looks like the flag has come out. It is on. What would they be challenging?
I mean, that was a clean triple. I mean,
It doesn't
what's
matter
there
if
to
he
challenge?
touched it or not.
Is he challenging the rock pile being more than 45 seconds long right here as we've been talking about this?
I think the War Chicken just wanted a little extra disc golf practice right there.
Throwing a flag on the new commissioner?
Delay of game is what he's trying to challenge, but I don't know what the consequences would be on
Can we go back?
that type of challenge because
Go back to the. And there they are. Look at this lineup we got. We got Caro.
ladies' night. That's right, Zoe.
Oh, what a night.
We got ladies' night for the Warbirds.
I don't like that gap in between Buck's wife and Sub-Zero. They got to close that up.
You know what? Maybe we will start getting a little bit more fandom out here because, like I said, the weather is warming up. It's shorts and T-shirts weather. Trench is going to be taking his shirt off every minute you see soon coming up.
I know.
Trench has always got his shirt off.
Because I've always worked on the property.
Yeah.
I
working on the tan. Your best tan in the PLW.
meticulously would cut every palm tree leaf with
Don't
Kyle
have to do
Lohman.
that anymore.
Me and him would go, and if
Yeah.
you take banana peels, you could make each palm tree leaf shiny. It took hours and hours to make sure that the people at home could see that.
See that screwball by Nate Ruesch there. He's got one of the better screwballs in the league that people don't know about. That's what I'm saying. He's got multiple pitches in his arsenal, and that's why he's out there. He's thrown goose eggs up. It's the 6th inning now.
And this might score a run. Buck's going to have to be... Oh, what was going on there?
Did he lose the ball in the sun?
There is no sun.
Is there a moon? Did he lose it in the moon?
And Jim, an RBI single for the Warbirds, and it looks like Kiefer
didn't get a good beat on that. I mean, that's a catchable ball.
I wonder if he heard the footsteps of Ryan Ruesch.
Maybe he wasn't. I'm not sure if he was paying attention or something. I don't know how he didn't see that. Weird. But
and Petricus going deep, but Ryan's right there. Wow, a leaping grab. Is that going to be enough for the Warbirds? And here's Tyler. They would love to tack on another one or two to give Matt Petricus, who's pitching a gem, the W right here.
Walensky with that great catch earlier in right field. You know, he wants to deliver, make his debut a little bit more well-known as he steps up into the Warbirds lineup here.
Gasses him up at 56.
And he takes a seat now. Pewter coming up to bat here.
Uncle B.
2 outs.
Hope he's okay. How many Cocos has Trench had tonight?
2, 3, 4, 6-pack or a keg?
Remember, what cleanses your blood? Your pituitary gland?
I mean, you say what cleanses me is I just drink Kangen water. I mean, I drink that purified good water stuff.
No, I mean, but the organ.
Yeah,
though.
it's the liver.
It's the liver.
Kidneys? I'm bad about that kind of stuff. I just know kidneys and liver.
Remember, I'm in pristine condition, so it doesn't take much.
Kidneys is really, I think.
Is it kidneys?
I'm pretty sure kidneys clears all that stuff up. That's where kidney failures for people that have alcohols. And then, Kirby. You know.
And Petricus is going to go into the bottom of the 6th. He is pitching a really good game right now. You know that it's very, very difficult to get those 18 outs here in the PLW. It's not an easy task to go a complete game. As you can see, Chad Phillips, this might be his last time ever umpiring a game. Kind of a farewell umpiring tour for Chad Phillips, as he has been announced the new Chad Phillips, Commissioner of Premier League Wiffle. Want to congratulate him. He looks old, man, right there. Like he was on that movie Castaway with the little Wilson volleyball.
You know, there was a meme. I'm not sure if that was public or whatnot, but did they show that meme with Wilson?
He's just not in good health.
Good eye.
And it is true. Trench has his 4th hot cocoa currently open right now. And if we go another game...
Uh-oh. Jam City.
I'm going to have to start taking on oxygen. Where's Bruce? I might visit Bruce tonight at the hospital.
Yeah. Saving lives over there. Shout out to Bruce, my new teammate.
Good.
Oh, 3-1 early.
See if Lede can put one over the fence here. And
He was trying to tie the game up there, but it's going to load up the count full. 3-2. What does Petricus do right here? You could see the defense. What is that?
Somebody's cell phone.
Oh, what a spin on that. Marcel's going to have to make a play. And he does make it. Oh, it's the TikTok phone.
Yeah, the TikTok
phone. During the most important play of the game.
Nobody knew where that was coming from.
Phone. Don't tell GK that just happened mid swing. Oh my God. Yeah. 1 out here. What a play by Piccolo over there on 1. As Ruesch goes deep. Dodos on the run. Makes a catch for out number 2. And you know, we had that poll, who's the fastest player in the league. Dodos has to be right up there, man. He has wheels. He's like a Tesla Plaid coming off the line.
Yeah. Roadster.
I only know that
Something
because Kyle told me
Plaid
about that
is
the other day.
Yeah, the Plaid's, it's like, all Teslas are like rocket ships, though.
Oh! And a
keeps him
single to
alive.
the right side, Bo Evans, as Casey Nielsen, a very dangerous hitter, is going to try to either score Bo from first, and Dodos coming in saying, should we play 3 outfielders to prevent the double right now?
That's exactly what I was going to say. A lot of managers make this mistake and don't play 3 outfielders. Earlier in the season, the Cajuns, we didn't make that adjustment, and the Legends hit a ball that should have been actually stopped, and they got a walk-off with guys scoring from first.
You'd hate
Double.
to see something like a jam shot go down the third base side and it's wide open. So they do stick with the 2 infielders on the left side, Piccolo on the right, Walensky right center, and Jim Dodos in left. Big situation here. 2 outs, runner on first.
I would have shift Walensky a little bit more towards left field. Casey's not really one that goes oppo that often, so
We're going to have to see. These defenders need to be ready to make the play and go to the easy bag if it comes.
they just better lay out if you know Dodos is going to bring in Walensky too.
Goes top tink, outside bar for strike 2. It's 1-2.
Game on the line. 1 pitch away from tying this series up tonight, 1-1.
If I'm
for the Warbirds.
Patricus right here, I'm going to try to go outside and low and outside bar.
Yeah,
You don't
you
want
don't have to even throw a strike.
Tries to jam him up, 2-2. I don't want Casey to turn on one. He's known
That's
to really put some power into that.
When a pitcher like this gets into a situation, hitter's going to try to be a hero. So often the hitter's going to chase right here, especially down in the count.
This should be an easy play. All they have to do is go to 2, and that's going to be game number 2 for the Warbirds. What an incredible pitching performance by Matt Patricus, the All-American, as we are going to go into a rubber match. Anthony Michael,
Yep.
The series is tied 1-1. One more game to finalize week number 8. We'll be back in 15 seconds.
Coming right back.
Wow, what a performance by Matt Patricus, Anthony Michael, from start to finish. He iced them, put a donut on them. I don't feel like the Cajuns were threatening at all that game. I mean, the Warbirds were kind of in complete control.
Yeah.
And then
I mean, what another series we have tonight. I know 2 more games that have already gone down in history as more lockdown games and very exciting battles. Just locked down, dead evenly matched. And, rubber match now.
yeah, we got Sashi Boba on the mound for the Cajuns. And the last time he came out, I think he got rocked up just a little bit.
And Sashi's working on some things, and, he actually is a newer pitcher. He didn't even pitch in high school or at any level of his baseball career as a child. Didn't really even play baseball too much, and he did play a couple years of high school baseball, though. But he said he never even pitched at any level before this.
He's a basketball player.
Yeah.
That's how he got injured with his knee. Remember, he was in a wheelchair just like a month and a half ago, had some surgeries on his knee to repair his torn labia.
Yeah, he was
whatever.
a,
What is that called? Labyrinth or whatever?
Labia? Or labrum? Oh, we got it. Is that just a replay of the announcement?
And here it is. Adam Tannick once again, if you just tuned in. Harley. Labyrinth, right? Or whatever.
So, guys, yeah.
My time away has given me an opportunity to reflect on the past. You guys could read it. I'm in no condition to read that.
I mean,
everything's
we
starting
had
to
this
look blurry.
announcement earlier. If you're just now joining us, we have a shift in commissioners tonight as Adam Tannick is stepping away from his roles as commissioner, and Chad Phillips
Look at him.
is a
He
new
needs to
position.
he needs to cleanse his body and dye his beard. The dude's like 45, and look at what Chad Sparkle Phillips said.
Sparkles.
He's so arrogant sometimes, but I guess that's what you need to be as a commissioner, right?
Yeah, I mean, he knows the rule book. He partially wrote the rule book as well. Chad Phillips.
Bang!
There it is.
Seamus going all out.
Look at those fangs. Gotcha.
Look at that. He is all over the turf right now.
Seamus right there saying, got him.
Do you think some people bought it?
Well, we did see a lot of comments in there right away. Is April Fools? It is April Fools. It is April 1st. So, but
The War Chicken's going to be in the 6 hole.
some people probably bought it.
Yeah, Seamus with the mean mug right there. The reason why it was so believable is, like, who writes up things like that?
Yeah, I mean, nobody really knows.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, Boba. Game on.
My guy Sashi,
Harley.
Game 3. Did we get somebody in the stream team that bought it? Did some people not even realize it was April 4th or April Fool's Day out here?
Bruce thought he was getting traded. Still might.
Nobody's safe out in PLW.
Some
trade
people bought
land.
it for sure.
Absolutely, yeah.
Whatever. The people that are saying I didn't buy it, those are the guys that dealt it.
Harley said he dumped all of his PLW stock before.
Could you
this
imagine
announcement.
if Chad Sparkle Phillips was the commissioner? This league would just tank overnight. It'd be like shares would just be plummeting.
Oh, I just saved your life, Trench.
Thank
Chad
you
was
so
trying to
much.
throw one at your face. Look at that.
Yeah, whatever.
Trying to harass you.
Luckily, he can't pitch.
He's mad
and
that
he missed.
I think Chad Phillips bought it. He really thought that he was the commissioner.
Is he mad?
I think so. He's trying to throw a wiffle ball here into the booth.
If I'm Dodos, I'm going right after him on that left
Sparkles.
side. Go to Chad. Look at him.
What are you
He's
doing,
mad.
Sparkles?
Like he's red in the
Wiping
face.
the tears off of his face right now.
He thought he had his big moment of fame. Instead, he's just a lowly old umpire that nobody likes.
I'm not really. I shouldn't say anymore because now I'm going to get benched over there. So
Whatever.
now that I'm playing for him,
Well, if it doesn't work out for him, he could always go get his old job back at Foot Locker.
Foot Locker.
Jim Dodos, 2-2 count. Now full.
Here's a fun stat with Sashi.
Go.
I believe that he is the only pitcher with, 40-plus innings pitched in the PLW that has not walked out of a game yet.
That's incredible.
I mean,
He's got to be nervous here, though. He's about to walk into a Jim
he confirmed
Dodos.
he's never walked out of a PLW game, and he's got at least 40-something innings pitched just this season alone, and he pitched a little bit last year as well. That's unprecedented for any rookie type of pitcher to come in right away and not walk out.
Oh, Dodos taking a man hack at that one.
For a guy that didn't even pitch at any level, that's a very impressive statistic. I mean, Sashi throws strikes, so
Has to be careful here, though,
yeah.
Anthony. Has to be careful here. Has to be
And-
careful here.
moonshot about Ryan Ruesch at the fence. Puts his hands up and saves a home run for Sashi.
Dodos brings
Wow.
excitement to PLW.
That was an absolute moonshot. I thought it was out of here for sure.
Oh, man.
That just didn't have
An
any distance,
April
though.
Fool's home run Dodos just
Wow.
gave us right there. I thought that was the North Star stuck up in the sky, but it was Dodos' home run ball
I thought
coming
that was
back.
going to be over a couple trees.
Man, he is powerful.
I mean, Sashi's getting lucky. He's getting away with it right now. But, that's another reason why he doesn't walk out, because instead of walking out on 3-2 pitches, he often throws cookies. And sometimes, it's more important for him to not walk out. And he doesn't want to walk out, but Dodos almost made him pay there.
Are we going to see some more? Are we going to see some more offense this game, or no?
Probably a little bit more, I would say, because, the Warbirds are going a little deeper in their bullpen now. Is Pooter going to pitch this game? Is he warmed up? Again, we don't know who's pitching game 3.
Sean pop up to third side. I wonder if this is going to be another.
Very frustrated Merciel.
I understand his frustration right now. A PLW is a game that could get in your head. When you have the skill set and the talent, you need to put it into physical form and start producing. And when a player like that isn't, he's just going to keep getting frustrated and frustrated. And it's up to his manager, his team to rally around and say, listen, dude, just relax, play your game, and do what you do.
He's a guy that's hit over 300 in previous seasons,
Yep.
and he's under the Mendoza by a lot right now, and he's definitely struggling. So I definitely see his frustrations, and whenever you're going down like that, you need at any time you're capable.
hearing things?
of
You know I
ripping
have
off
to-
like 4 or 5 hits in one game.
Nah. Let me rethink this. Like, it was serious.
Ooh, the loop.
Like,
Even when Dodos gets out, it just brings excitement. It brings an energy to the field. I remember there was a time there when Dodos was contemplating retiring from the PLW, and I gave him a little time.
Dodos was he was contemplating retiring. You
Yes,
kidding me?
he just
What's
meant-
the MVP out here.
He was contemplating. I would send him little messages to let him know that old
Jeez.
Trenchy misses you, and if you want to rethink it and whatnot. He took some time away, and then he came back full force. He's right up there.
No, it's good, Loman. We like those little noises.
Oh,
Yeah, that's fine.
they know I have that ear issue.
Oh,
So I'm wondering if...
did that
No,
bother you?
it doesn't bother me, but I thought I was hearing things.
Right, because I guess if you don't know what it is, it's come from Slack and part of our stream team equipment here.
So part of the reason Dodos is even back is because old Trenchy sent out some love, made sure that Jim Dodos felt that he needed to be in this league and be one of the top performers here. It could be mentally taxing. It takes... not only do we play only once a week, but the amount of energy, the mental energy that's spent on your team messages,
Absolutely.
we're in
It's draining.
16 different messages. You go out and you train, you go out and practice.
I'm not gonna lie. So I was traded earlier this week, and it totally ruined my whole entire day. Because I had a great sales day in my job the day before that on Monday. Started my week great, and then I get traded on Tuesday morning, and I'm like, oh man, I got to admit it. Kind of like.
You were nervous? I got traded.
It took my focus off my job a little bit that day because I had oh man, I felt like a girlfriend dumped me.
That's how I felt. I got traded, and I thought my girlfriend went to Costa Rica with Tannic. Luckily, she didn't and went on a yoga retreat somewhere else. I almost took a flight out there and had some words with the commish.
I tell you what, though, Trench, whenever you get traded, though, what's good about
about being traded?
I mean, even if it feels like a girlfriend dumped you, it also feels like there's another beautiful girl that's out there that really wants you. So, there's the legends for you.
There ain't nothing beautiful about that crew.
Hey, they looked really good last night.
Talent-wise, of course.
Yeah. There's,
But,
I mean,
Love my squad.
love those guys.
Here's Ruesch.
Legends dudes are good, bunch of good dudes over there.
Another pop-up. Is Buck going to grab that? And he does for out number 2. TikTok. Come over to twitch.tv/Premier Wiffle. Get over here to Twitch.
I mean, I know why you say they're not beautiful. Like, what? Are they leading the PLW in beards? Facial hair? Or over 40?
How old's Billy?
Billy Osgood, so he went to high school with me at Bonanza High School, actually.
So he's close to 40.
I think he was 1 year younger than me, though. But I remember him being on the baseball team over there. I actually didn't even play baseball at Bonanza. I ran track.
Bo Evans takes an 0-2 pitch at 50 from Uncle B, throwing his Uncle A game at the Cajuns. And his famous word is, all right. That's all he ever says. How you doing? I'm all right.
All right. Well, another showdown with pitchers tonight.
Ooh,
in
I'm
this
looking a little red
third
in the
game.
face. That's not good.
Too much hot cocoa.
Look at me. I'm looking bloated. I'm gonna make Fridays. Turn up Trench Fridays is what we're gonna coin it. What do you think, Harley?
Let's go. I like it.
No, we could do better.
Yeah,
All right.
we can do better.
Well,
Yeah.
if it's not, listen.
I mean, we're
let's
talking
get a
about
poll
old
up.
French
Maybe
here.
we could have like a poll of what we should call because I always commentate Mondays and Fridays unless I'm playing like 95% of the time.
Turn up Trench Fridays.
You know, when I used to cook for the people here.
But it's all about hot cocoa on Fridays.
You're right. I used to make breakfast and I used to call it trench toast instead of French
French toast? I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, is this like a vegan bread or what?
Well, most bread is.
I mean, but actually, can it be? Because you make French toast with eggs.
I don't use that.
I'm interested in how, though, because I know I make French toast with eggs.
I'll help you. I'll get you to the good side. Here is James Perez. See if you could see what Boba's doing as it's going to move the count to 3-1. Fire up Trench
Since the
Fridays.
draft, this guy's got good stuff. You wait for him to just go off one night. He's going to get hot one of these days. And when he figures it out, he's going to be a scary PLW player because he's got the goods. He's got the fundamentals as a baseball player making the transition to WIFFLE. I think that's the only thing he's struggling with right now. Got a beautiful swing.
Yeah, it goes right to Kiefer. Ooh, almost misses the backstop there. Maybe what's it called? An acronym like FBI or DEA? Maybe we could have something that's like instead of like long
I can't
words.
stand people from New York. It seems like they want to talk to you with acronyms all day long. Like every single sentence has got like 3 acronyms in it. You notice that about people from New York? They do that?
My whole family's from Brooklyn.
Well, there you go. See? That's why you know the word acronym.
0-2 count to the War Chicken. What was it? Oh, man.
That was way outside.
If that was a disc golf, he would have thrown that 340 feet.
Wait, I just realized we have 2 number 24s on the Warbirds. So it looks like Walensky's probably borrowing one of the War Chickens jerseys tonight.
That might be an illegal representation of yourself.
Oh, big hit by Buck Burner, and he's putting it together tonight for his wife up there on the container. She's going to have a lot of video for him when the night's over. And look at that.
Smash to the 5-hole.
You know, she's like a news broadcaster.
Oh, well, really?
Yeah.
Is she on cable TV or where's she at?
I don't know exactly. Buck won't reveal the information. As Jim Dodos.
Well, she gets with Dodo's wife. I mean, we need a fat head for Buck Burner.
Yeah.
See where we can get where can we get these fat heads made?
I don't know. The
We
more
need
I
a
keep
trench
drinking
fat
hot
head.
Kogos, though, my head's getting a little fatter, too.
We need a hashtag fathead trench and get rid of bench trench.
That's a white boy Rick thing.
Where's he at tonight?
He's
No Ben-
he's recovering from a
Is he
little
here?
medical issue. I'm wishing him well.
Get better, white boy Rick.
I love Buck, man. He's one of my homies. We used to
Fathead.com.
play together on the
Look at
Vipers.
GK Rabbit, how swift and quick he is in the chat for us.
He probably had that.
Fathead.com.
He had it queued up.
Yeah, he
There's
did.
no doubt in my mind that he already had it queued up and he pressed one button that came up.
There you go. We've already mentioned Fathead tonight because Jim Dodos is in the box, and he's got one.
And there's Noob. That's going to be out number 3.
Jams Dodos there, fisted, and not happy. A little frustrated as a lot of offensive production is very frustrated tonight in this pitcher duel from both sides as we head to the bottom of the second in Game 3 in this rubber match of PLW. We are here with my main man, Trench, in the booth, making my season debut. This is Anthony Michael, guys. We got absolute great announcements tonight. We got big news. We got trades this week. If you guys are over on TikTok, get over to Twitch stream. Come join us on the main production.
We had some people for sure. There's that trade that you were
There it is.
involved in right there. There's your name.
Blockbuster trade.
If somebody called you Anthony or Michael, would you turn your head?
Now? Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Out here, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not really used to people calling me Michael. But, I mean, yeah. It's,
I like your Lightning Club now. I saw the roster lineup, and comparatively to before, it's looking a little bit more nasty.
You know, I got to say, I'm really excited to join that team, even though it did bite a little bit to leave my former teammates because all those guys on the Cajuns, we left, we actually were on the Baby Yodas together, which I actually managed that team, and I felt like I was coaching a lot of those guys like Sashi and Bucky, and came over from the Vaders with Ryan Ruesch. And that's why I just heard a little bit, because those guys are like family to me. But, you know, I'm really excited with the Lightning because they've got a great chat going on. You know, they've got the meme MVP out here, Tim Riley, doing the memes for us. And there's a lot of fun stuff going on over that club. And I'm really excited to step in over there, do whatever I can to help them. And really looking forward to it, actually. It looks like there's going to be some good camaraderie over there, too. So, you know, just more people to get to know out here and, you know, really excited about it. So we'll see how we can do and mold as a team.
Hey, Tom, I sent you something. I think we could throw a graphic up if that's possible. Give me a double tap if you acknowledge. That's how we communicate with the dungeon. As a 53-mile-an-hour strike comes down, as right behind that, right underneath that big PLW sign right there you see on the backstop, we call it the dungeon, and there's 2 guys down there running all the graphics, all the camera angles. And who is it, Tom and who?
I'm looking forward to it, Bruce. Bruce in the chat there saying, let's make a second part of the push here with the second half of the season. We're going to make a big push in the Lightning. Made a lot of big moves there, so I'll be surprised if there even is more moves in the future because there's 5 weeks before the trade deadline. So I think, you got traded, Trench, and then, lots of trades happening recently. You're going to see some more movement in the PLW Nation here. We're 5 weeks away from the deadline, so look for more action.
Good pitch by Uncle B. Right. He's checking the ball for... Yeah, it looks like that ball might have made some music for him right there.
Here's the fireman, Nate Ruesch, looking to start a fire for the Cajun Bats here, for Cajun Nation.
Do we have that graphic of Chad looking older? I love that one. I wish we could pop that one up. He does. He looks like Tom Hanks when he wasn't looking so hot when he was on that island stranded.
Uh-oh.
And Uncle
The
B goes up top right there. Nothing going on, though.
The old Adam Tannick ethos pitch. Nobody does that better than Adam Tannick. Followed up by a fastball inside. That looked a lot faster than 57 just because it's followed by an ethos, and that thing looked like it was 60, 65, but it was only 57.
Second.
Oh, and Nate Ruesch!
Oh, warning track.
That looked like a typical Ryan Ruesch home run to right field, and that thing just died. The ball's just not carrying out tonight. I don't know why, but... we had that moonshot Dodos shot earlier, and that thing just died at the warning track. And, I don't know why, but ball's just not carrying tonight. Got warm weather, and sometimes this field will play like that as we head to the top of the third. Warbirds and Cajuns. Trench in the booth with Anthony Michael tonight. Game 3, another nail-biter.
Yeah, we're doing good.
Rubber match, close contest, low-scoring affair tonight. Not many runs. We must be blazing through on time here. So
What time is it?
looks like it's only what is it?
8
It's
o'clock?
like 8:10,
8:10.
8:12. Jeez.
Wow. And here he goes, Matt Patricus, after throwing slide pieces all game 2 to win that 1-0. He's up there. Takes it outside.
And Sashi coming off his knee injury. Absolute monster of an athlete. He's really hell of a competitor. Just wants the ball in his hand. Wants to compete.
I'll be back in 30 seconds, Anthony.
Another hot cocoa?
Yep.
You got it. I'll hold it down. Patricus here. The 1-2 count versus Boba. As he lasers that one down the line past Bo Evans. That hits the container for a double as the Warbirds lead off here into action. Now, struggling Sean Merciel steps to the plate. Nothing he would like more here to be able to drive that run in and to get off of the schneid. And ground ball to shortstop to Kiefer as he makes the play. Nice and easy, swift throw to the backstop. 1 down. All right, we got a new poll up.
What's the poll?
What do you know? I'm involved in this poll for a change. Like, we got better 2 first names. We got Anthony Michael, Greg Kelly, Devlin Daniel, Will Morris, and Logan Christie. I gotta say, Devlin Daniel and Anthony Michael involved in that trade, and we got GK. Which, GK, you're talking about acronyms. I think GK's got the best acronym name.
GK Rabbit?
Absolutely. I mean, it's almost like VGK,
No, I know.
I mean, we're all Vegas Knights fans, so I mean.
GK is a solid dude. I like
Absolutely.
him immediately.
Love
I knew when I
good
first
dude.
saw him, I was like, yeah, we're going to be boys.
Yeah, and, he takes this production to the next level because he's so serious about it, and he is meticulous about every little thing. Oh, look at it. Who's making an appearance for the first time tonight? We got
fully loaded tonight.
Kirby Bucket's back. You got the new tires on the threads.
He's ready to go down that Las Vegas strip, and he goes right between Ryan Ruesch's legs. Good thing we don't have a sky cam on him. That'd be a really bad look.
I thought he was going to play an April Fool's joke and make Ryan chase the balls a little bit there.
Look at that.
But,
he looks fully
doing
ready to go
circles around
tonight.
Boba. He's got the headlights going. And is that a newly addition to
No,
Kirby
he's
Buckets?
been on there.
He's had headlights?
Sasai, give me
Wow.
one more look of my granddaughter down there. I'm getting a little hot cocoaed up. Look at her. Little Brielle. Unbelievable. Papa Trench. How is that possible, dude? How is it possible?
Like a rabbit.
Man. Little Brielle. Born yesterday.
Welcome to the world, Brielle.
New legends. And then you followed
There
up
it
with
is.
that garbage.
And if you guys did not catch us earlier tonight, Chad Phillips is our new commissioner.
The baby is real. The commissioner is the April Fool's joke. We didn't just pull some baby's
If you're
photo
just
off.
if you're not paying attention to the video here and just doing homework or something. I mean, yeah, if you're just on audio, you got to plug in and watch because April
Look at
Fool's.
Shamo. No, what's so funny? He looks all like he's about to attack you. He's the man.
looks
He's put on a
gangster
couple
there.
pounds though, dude.
No fangs there. Yeah? Well,
Yeah,
it's
oh,
'cause
yeah.
he doesn't have the land over there to stretch his legs as much, huh?
Yeah, we're gonna. And there's the War Chicken up to bat right now. He has some of the most infamous home runs in PLW history, and he likes to get up there and show his boys what needs to be done as he
War
strikes
Chicken.
out on a nasty pitch by Ryan Ruesch.
We're chicken struggling at the plate.
Look at that.
There he is, though.
That has to be photoshopped.
Where is that? Is that in the Pacific Northwest? That looks like
Is
Seattle.
that a lake?
I mean, you don't get type of greenery out here like that. That looks like my home state, Washington.
Oh, Facebook message.
Fastball by Ryan Ruesch as the Cajuns
Okay.
go back to their ace here.
Bruce.
And can't doubt him. I'm sure Andrew Leday really wants to win this series as the Cajuns. I mean, they're right in, they've situated themselves in the middle of the standings.
Bruce, I love Bruce right now.
What's he saying?
Oh man, I got you.
That's not on the stream, though.
Go up top real quick.
Oh, you got it. Is that our? I think that's our lightning chat
He
stream.
looks like a garbage pail kid.
Oh, it's funny. That's the grandpa post. The beard.
Screenshot that. Send it off to your news feeds. Make
Dodos
Sparkles
beats one
great
down into
again.
the ground right there as he flips his bat with frustration over there to his dugout as we're still tied up 0-0 here. Everybody is frustrated.
Can we go to the
offensively.
go up top one more time?
Let me
We're
get
having a
that
good look at this.
Let me grab that piece of paper from you, Trench. That's my new skipper right there.
Unbelievable.
Is that like Skipper from
Where's Wilson?
Gilligan's Island? Yeah, the Skipper too. Little big old white beard.
PLW Nation, man.
We got some awesome fans. We got awesome players. Give it up to the stream team tonight. Relentlessly for season after season, we have been doing this. We even went to through a winter. Look at Harley. There's you, one of my favorite screen shots from Sky Camera. We got Kyle Lohman on the Sky Cam. We got Tom and Sasai down low in the dungeon. Give us a Tom, Sasai, give me a little tap on the wall right there so we could acknowledge you guys in there. No, not me. On the little front edge so people could see you. Go to Sky Cam 1. There's two guys stuck in a dungeon down there. Let me tell you, they're having a good time, though, as they have the humidifier puffing out clouds of mist as Andrew Leday is up 0-1 count. He's been quiet tonight, Leday.
Yeah, he's got a few singles. I don't think he has any extra base hits, though.
I mean, it's all volunteers. Just come out day in, day out. It doesn't matter the weather, the conditions. They are here to make sure that our viewers at home get the best production possible.
Well, I'll tell you what. Leday's going to want...
Oh, and Leday says, I'll go tomahawk on that.
Wow.
But that's just going to be a nice out.
That looked like it was going to get up over the fence there as he tomahawked that, even though he lasered that one. Like I was saying, the Cajuns need this game because if they do win, they will solidify themselves in a tiebreaker in third place with the Legends and the Bombers, as the Cajuns are 12-11, and those other two teams are 13-11.
Wow. Lots of movement in the standings.
I mean, they actually picked the Cajuns to be in last place earlier this season, and that's why it hurts to leave a team like that, because, we did our thing over there. They've been, really making some noise in this league, and
So go to the Lightning and go make some
that's
noise.
exactly what I'm saying, baby.
Go.
That's what I'm saying. So once
Let's
again,
go.
I'm down there, and I'm going to do what I can to help these guys get up there and make a little playoff push. Let's go, Bruce.
Good pitch by Uncle B. Ryan Ruesch fending that one off. 2-2 count.
There we go.
One out, and that
There
might
it
go.
is. That's gotta
and
be
it
out.
does, and Ruesch goes yard, and Mama Ruesch is going to love seeing that. And that might not be a good farewell present for Uncle B as he goes and be lifeguard over at the
Typical
Wet and Wild
Ryan
place.
Ruesch home run, opposite field, again.
When did he get good?
This
Like,
season-
how did that happen?
You know what? Like you said, all you need for some of these guys to go down to the Taco League, get their at-bats, get their reps. He's gotten more at-bats on the Cajuns that he wasn't getting in the Faders. That's why he wanted to go to the Cajuns. He's gotten the opportunity over there. He's gotten the at-bats. Now he's solidified himself in the 2-hole in the Cajuns order, which is a pretty big lineup. They've got some nasty boys over there, and they've got some quality hitters. They are leading the league with a 303 batting average coming into tonight.
Man. Good piece of hitting by Ryan Ruesch. Yeah, playing winter whiffs. That's when he was getting his game all dialed in as Bo Evans with one out and the Cajuns on top. 1-0 after that Oppo Boppo.
Ryan Ruesch is good. Three-way player, like I'm saying. He makes every play in left field. Great pitcher. He's hitting everything.
A lot of spin on this one.
Uh-oh.
Uncle B goes with the dolphin dive. And
Airmailed.
throws it to the Luxor.
Jesus.
That might have been the worst
was
throw I've ever seen
airmailed.
over the backstop in Premier League history.
Yeah, that was way over our heads even.
That wasn't even close.
Yeah, he's got to laugh about that a little bit. He just rushed it, and yeah, that's what happens sometimes when you put those squiggly little little corners on the ball when you hit them, and just get all that
Jeez.
English on it. Yeah, that did go.
Oh,
over.
I like that, Bruce. Ruesch with the most improved player. Put a poll up for get
Yeah.
some names on that one.
He hit 220 last season. Coming into tonight, he was hitting 355. But, I mean, after maybe, Billy and...
That might go. And it does. Casey Nielsen with a 2-run shot. And they have to think about pulling Uncle B right here. And it looks like they might. It looks like Matt Patricus or Dodos are going to be coming in. And you could just see Dodos with his head be oh, he's not happy.
Cajuns taking charge of this game. 3-0 in the third.
The Warbirds have just been struggling to find continuity in their team. It must be frustrating when your all-star player like Jim Dodos just watching kind of your team sometimes just get, beat up on. Same with Patricus a little bit. Veterans of the league trying to stay out of the cellar in the standings. What kind of moves? What needs to be done? Do they just need to gel? I'm not quite sure what goes on with the Warbirds right there.
I mean, they made the move. They got Walensky.
Yeah.
They made the move for Logan Christie as well, and he's still kind of shelved up on the DL.
Yeah.
When he comes back, that's going to be an immediate impact for them as a three-way player because he's also a solid defensive player as well. So I think, unfortunately, that's still going to be a little bit of time. They're going to have to wait for that to happen. So
And look at that threesome up there between Caro,
we go.
Hayden, and Sub-Zero. Wow.
ladies' night.
That's the true all-stars right there.
So look at that. We got a poll here. There it is. The most improved player so far.
It looks
We
like
got Billy
Cody's checking
Santawan,
his Hinge account.
Ryan Ruesch, Ethan Ibarra,
He looks
Casey
lost up
Taravella,
there.
and Max Fernandez. There was really not anybody bad that you can pick in that poll, to be honest.
Remember,
with
they're
you.
missing Peter Maccabee, who's at home. He has to be at home and watch these games, and he's a stellar player. He just comes in from out of town. They would love to have a high caliber player like that in town.
Right.
Even
Ryan Ruesch is
Santi
running
won.
away from the pole. Maybe it's because Ryan Ruesch's fan base is probably...
Is that going to go? Dodo's on the run.
Another one for Kiefer.
Yeah, and the Cajuns
Glendon.
are running away with this one now.
And when he shows up, he's definitely an impactful player. And there he is for the Cajuns. Happy for the kid here. Good dude, great ball player, and smokes that one. Looks like his first game injuries are over him. He's healthy now. Cajuns starting to run away with this one a little bit.
Well, we can't put Kirby Buckets in there. He's a rookie. He might get Rookie of the Year, though.
He might, yeah.
He gets a lot of work.
But if we put him in there, we kind of got to put Seamus in some type of pool.
Yeah, and if I'm the one thing that I
best
noticed
mascot?
with the Warbirds is when they get down in a game, and that's why I always love playing with the Vipers or the Legends. And I don't know how it is on different teams, but these are the only two teams I know. It doesn't matter how many runs we're down.
Yeah.
We always feel like we're going to go win the
There you
game.
go.
And I feel like
Yeah.
the Warbirds don't have that assassin.
Little tenacity, kind
Yeah,
of
just like that.
competitive edge.
Yes, where it doesn't. I don't
Yeah.
care how many runs you score. We're gonna come and
yeah.
score 4 the next one.
I'll tell you what, the Cajuns have that. I mean, when I was on the Cajuns, we came back a 6 inning. We were down by 6 once. Actually, I believe it was against the Sand Vipers. You guys were up 8-0 or something.
Mm-hmm.
Made that a ball game until the end.
That was incredible.
That was that game I got robbed twice. You guys made that. Dean and Tom Gannon at the fence.
That was incredible.
Yeah.
That was the last game I think I played for.
Was it?
The last game I played for the Vipers, I
wow.
pitched a 6-inning shutout.
No, that was against us, the Cajuns.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah.
That was a good game.
You're right. There you go.
But I think they need that killer instinct, the Warbirds. And I don't feel
Right.
like every player has it. And that's the difference between a championship caliber club and a mediocre
Right.
or just
Well, you can
subpar.
look at their energy out there right now. They all kind of are very quiet right now.
Yeah, you got to really pump up your guys. Nice pitch by Patricus. Screwball down the pipe.
That was nasty.
Double nickels, but a lot of damage done. And with the Warbirds not really scoring tonight, 4 should be plenty for the Cajuns, especially, they got Ruesch, they got Nate, they got Leday who could pitch. Kiefer could pitch.
pitches. Will Morris pitches.
If I'm I'd probably bring in it looks like Ruesch is coming in right now to go and close this out.
I mean, I don't know how many innings he has left. I mean, he pitched quite a few in game 1, so
Yeah, he could go the distance
Yeah.
right here, and if not, you
kid.
still have Leday. You
His
still
brother.
got Kiefer. You got his brother, the Ruesch brothers.
Sashi. I mean, yeah, I don't think any of them
You
are gonna run
okay,
out of innings
Chad?
tonight.
I know you're hurt, aren't you? You could see
I mean,
the
that's
sadness
what
in
I was
Chad's
saying
eyes.
about the Cajuns too. I mean,
They're fierce.
they have pitching.
Yeah.
They have plenty of pitching.
Yeah.
They are one of the deepest teams in this league when it comes to the depths of their pitchers. Like, I'm talking about like 4 through 7 pitchers. They're probably the deepest when it comes to 4 to 7. The ones, of course, obviously, they've got some of the best
they're-
aces. I mean, 1, 2, 3.
all their pitchers that they utilize are all like sub 3
Right.
ERA pitchers.
I mean, Spurrier was out here throwing me BP today, and he's absolutely nasty. And I'm like, man, why doesn't this guy pitch?
Yeah, he
doesn't-
just needs the
hasn't
reps,
really
but-
he hasn't really gotten a chance
How's
to
he
pitch
gonna
that many.
How's he gonna come in when
Well,
Goots
that's what
and
I'm saying.
AK and Chen
Exactly.
are all sub 3?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. These guys are all just nasty, and I mean, that's what I'm saying. The top 4 pitchers probably absolutely the ones have it. The Vaders over there too. They got Billy, Roundy, and they're still looking for somebody in a 3 spot really to step up. But there's some good pitchers in this league.
I'm curious to know going into this game. I know Ruesch is right up there with strikeout totals. Gannon, if you're down there as Sasai, what were the strikeout totals prior to coming into tonight's matchups? Or if you have it, Anthony.
I have team totals right here. I don't have.
I'm curious
leaders.
if Ruesch is close to being right there on the top.
Yeah, who is leading the league in strikeouts?
I think it's
right now?
Max. CB Ryder, man. Haven't seen you in a
See if I can
minute.
Find that real quick for us.
Love seeing these guys come in. Oh, nasty pitch by Ruesch. Sean Merciel having a tough night against the Cajuns.
Yeah, he's definitely still frustrated, and it's not his night right now. He's struggling, and a lot of the Warbirds right now offensively struggling.
Yeah, nobody's really producing anything.
It comes to what I'm saying. Ryan Ruesch got some goods out there. It's nasty.
Oh, man, he is dealing right now. Thanks, Storm Glider. I was really trying to, every inning, another pitch by Ruesch. Any
61.
inning I could get through and just help my ball club out feels good. Of course, getting some of the better players not to do much is that much sweeter.
Comebacker to Ryan, bouncer, and puts that one away easily as we head to the bottom half of the fourth. Cajuns up easily right now, handling themselves.
If I told you that against me so far, but the hits will come, that Tannick and Briner are 0 for 9 against Old Trenchy.
Wow.
You would never. What would be the odds to that? Somebody put an odds up that out of 9 at bats, 6 from Tannick, 3 from Briner. What were the chances that they don't get one hit?
I got to say, that's an amazing stat right there,
That's
too.
incredible.
Good job, Trench. Because, remember when we went out to Tarantino's to eat, I was like, are you going to pitch against the Sand Vipers? And are you going to be looking forward to that? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But you're saying, well, they've seen me more than anybody in batting practice. They know exactly what I have. They know exactly what I throw. There's no secrets here. So, obviously, the advantage goes to the hitters in those type of situations. So, that's even more impressive. So, yeah, bigger odds definitely were against you.
Proud of myself.
Yeah, good job. Proud of you too, man.
And Ruesch, one more time, goes right side. He is really putting together
He's turning it on tonight.
just an awesome, awesome season, man. When you're able to be a two-way player, a three-way player like that, he's flexing.
Yeah, he is.
What's he flexing, though?
His headband.
Mama Ruesch at home.
Yeah, Ruesch, at this pace, might even hit over 400 because he started off 170 at the first couple weeks. He's probably hitting over 360, 370 now.
And you could see the drop-off. GK Rabbit is spot on. It goes Dodos hitting 482 and the second best player at 215. And that's going to put you right in relegation talk. Good slap by Buck as they're going to try to turn two.
Not quite.
But Pickering throws a riser to the left panel. What a great play by Buck, man. He is really playing some defense tonight, slapping it around. That's probably the steepest drop off from 1 to 2. That for sure is the steepest drop off from 1 to 2 in the league. The only other people I could think about prior to you being traded was the Lightning, but even Cody Runnels is like high 2s or 300s, and Bruce is like 330 or something like that.
Yeah, you got to have more guys in the depth there to close that gap.
Right now, the Cajuns are starting to put it to the Warbirds, just bat on ball action. They're just hitting it hard right now.
Yeah, they're going off. When they go off, they really can put together some big rallies.
And that's what energy does.
Exactly.
When you have energy in your dugout, you're just going to hit it better. And I think the Warbirds need to take notice.
Yeah, that's why, it was really fun to play with those guys over there. And whenever they hit, they just go up there, everybody gets rolling, and
that should do it if he catches it. 4, 7, 8. Just double play.
Pitching stats.
I'm not understanding. I'm reading that, Bonnie and Clyde. I don't know what you mean. Frenchie's mom, welcome to the chat. You're now part of PLW Nation. You're locked in. Welcome to the family. Good night here as we have right around 400 viewers hanging out on a Friday night. And it looks like here's the problem with the Warbirds. You ready? Go to the container, Loman. Are you there, Loman? Go to the container. That's the problem with the Warbirds. That's all you need to see. That's all you need to see. The manager of your team is hanging out with a bunch of PLW hotties rather than trying to rally his team down. That's an amazing, amazing thing that you guys are seeing right there.
Did he give up on this game tonight?
Terrible thing from the owner, manager, player of the Warbirds, just saying, you know what, I'm going to go drink my Mike's Hard Lemonade or whatever he's got over there. Hot cocoa thing, rather than trying to pep up his team, saying, listen, we got some outs to work with. We got 6 outs. We've been down 4 before.
You know what, Trench? I'm excited to announce the statistic that
That's
we were
terrible.
looking for earlier. We were looking for the strikeout leader in the
right.
league.
Right.
It's actually one of my current new teammates,
Yeah.
Mr. Jake Purdy.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, he's nasty. I'm actually very happy I don't have to face him anymore.
To play with him?
Yeah.
Nice.
Did you know that he's actually a famous singer?
What's
He did like
singing
some
about?
famous singing stuff in Europe. He's like he's like the NSYNC of Europe.
I got it!
Right. Oh no,
There's still
Ryan,
time.
Call that off.
No way.
There's Chad got it. 509.
I thought he said he had it.
He said he had it. He clearly called off Casey there. But that is an error.
I stopped it on the.
As it should be, honestly.
Dob. He's going to get lit up. And we have this chat with like 50 people, 60 of these guys in there.
Oh, no.
And he is going to get lit up hard right there.
Yeah.
Man, it's not going to be a good look for the War Chicken when this is all said and done.
Uh-oh. Trenchy coming in hot.
This is going to get nasty for the War Chicken.
Oh.
Oh, man.
Throwing him under the bus.
Watch this.
Like, you know what he said, you
Bus
you gotta
stop.
earn it. You gotta earn it, too.
Bus stop. I just sent a message. It's going to ignite.
Yeah. Oh, he's looking at his phone.
Sparent. I get it.
Yeah, so. Anyways, back to the ball game here. Top 5, 0-4. Warbirds still can't cross one.
Dodos. Good piece, but they're going to try to turn 2. It's Bo Evans.
And that is down. As they get 1, and they will still have a chance here as Patricus steps up. Next. Running out of time, though. We're in the 5th inning. Still a goose egg for the Warbirds here moving forward. They're struggling at the plate tonight.
I just lit up the chicken.
I don't think he's even paying attention to his phone.
No, it's not even
has
about
the phone
him now.
up there.
He's Mr. Irrelevant.
Oh, geez.
It's going to be out number 3 in the Cajuns. They're walking tall, heads up. Look at those. Chin up, energy in, total focus, ready to win 2 of 3 right here and be in that like tie
The
for
Cajuns
3rd place or whatnot.
Allowing forward, I'll tell you what, though. This is kind of good for the Lightning, actually, because we're on the heels of the Warbirds now.
I like that.
So,
That should be.
I'm thinking about
and there
that.
he is again. Everybody soak that in. The owner, manager, player of the Warbirds, as his team is down 4-0 with they had 3 innings to go. He's up there having hot cocos with a bunch of PLW hotties.
I mean, this is stuff that managers of relegated teams do.
He needs to be in a press box.
Uh-oh.
If you're above 500 and you're winning the series and your team's feeling good, okay, you want to go up there and have a little laugh or whatnot. Your team's pumped up. I don't know.
Dodos.
If I was the commissioner, I'd have him come into my office right away, and he'd be crumbling by the time he gets out of my office. You don't rep out PLW like that. As Buck goes up top after Anthony Michael.
Yeah, threw it to me here.
Challenge that. Yeah, hey, that's fine. Challenge. He's not the manager. Hey, let him challenge it. Let him challenge it. That's 100%. It's third base's call. 100% fair. So let him challenge it.
Pooter's going to run the flag out to Chris Warbird on the container
look, the
just so
chicken
he
can't
can
even-
throw the flag
He
himself.
can't even make the play because he's out there.
And this is why
I hope he throws a disc better
should
than that.
not be on the container.
Oh, man. There should be a rule that a person can't be on the container and challenge plays.
I mean, can the Cajuns challenge the challenge?
Is that even a legal challenge when you're on the container, not even on the field?
Yeah, I mean, I'd be challenged in the challenge here as an opposing player.
There needs to be like a red flag that we could throw out there that challenges the yellow flag.
Yeah, it's like soccer, you know, yellow card, red card.
And look at Jim Dodos. He's really ripping into Tim Riley, saying, "What? You can't make the call from the first base side. Only the ump that's running the third base side could make the call." And I like Jim Dodos getting fired up right here.
Oh, yeah. They want to win. Dodos isn't ready to pack it
He's
in
a
tonight.
competitor.
He's not ready to pack it. He's not ready to go home.
If I was Dodos, I'd pull the war chicken from his ankles down onto the field and body slam him. And they go into the dungeon.
Harley comes out, makes the call, fair ball.
I guess Dodos is the acting manager now. Look at,
Looks like it.
he is fired up. He is fired up.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely close.
And the ump, Chad Sparkle Phillips, is giving Dodos a warning.
That was a new commissioner, though, Trench. If you guys are just joining us, did you guys miss the announcement?
Man.
It's the new commissioner of PLW, Chad Phillips. Tonight it was announced. PLW Nation, if you joined us late, there was a big announcement. Chad Phillips is the new head commissioner of PLW.
I think he's mad that he's not, so he gave Jim Dodos a warning.
I think he actually fell for the April Fool's joke. He got a nice applause. Thought it was real.
Bruce.
Sparkles.
Oh, yes!
And Dodos right there for out number 1.
That was textbook Lede there, hitting opposite field there, though. Looks like he got a good piece of it. Just Dodos played him right. Ruesch steps in here. He's been hot tonight again.
Goes right side, right to Buck. He needs to throw this one.
Yes!
That was down.
Another turf ball or error by Buck right there. He really needs to take his time on the throws. Remember, that
all the
shot
time in
is
the world
coming
there.
from bat to player in like under a second. So you could just like breathe it out for a minute and then throw it.
Yeah, he had a lot of time there. Got to make sure you got your grip right on the ball, fielding that play. Especially as hard as Ruesch hit that.
Oh, they needed to get that one.
Bo Evans finds the 5-hole
That
as
might-
he brings another run home for the Cajuns. And Bo Evans has had a few hits tonight.
And J-Lo fell for the joke. Oh, no.
Uh-oh. I fell for the joke. April Fools. Oh, I was so mad. Well, you should be happy, Al, actually, because,
The league will remain.
yes, the stock is not going to tank overnight. And we're going to be moving forward here in PLW, stronger and better with our amazing stream here we got going on this great production out of Las Vegas.
A lot of fun we're having on Friday night, but this is a serious thing going on as the Warbirds are going to drop this series most likely and fall into a bad spot into...
Yeah, they would need an immaculate, like, just miracle to come back in this game right now because their energy is just not there right now on the field. And like you said, their manager's on the container. Looks like he's kind of thrown in the towel for tonight.
Jam City, and he's just going to run to third for out number 3. And I wonder what kind of interaction we're going to see from Dodos and Sparkles right there. And you can see Dodos going straight up to Phillips right there.
Trying to explain himself here to Sparkles. He's still complaining about that play.
As he should.
He's still not over it, yeah. I mean, it kind of looked foul, but it was reviewed. The umpire crew made the call. I mean,
He's saying this is how you need to make the call.
right.
I thought you were a big-time official.
Chad's saying it was his call, you know. They're the ones, or the crew.
You know what? Maybe this is a good move by the War Chicken, saying, you know what, guys? Handle this.
Taking
you
himself
guys are
out of the
playing.
play.
You're not playing very good. You know, like sometimes managers do that. See if they could,
Right.
be a cohesive unit rather than fall apart. Maybe it's not a bad move by the chicken.
It's like Bull Durham. Remember, like the guy took the team into the locker room and just threw all the bats in the shower. That's what you gotta see. Actually, that's what I would be doing as a coach.
Maybe this is a good move for the War Chicken to see who wants to step up and be part of the Warbirds ball club.
Yeah,
Call it fair as soon as it happens.
Harvey on top of the call. He's
Harley's
right down the line.
Harley's always on top of the call.
He's right down the line.
He's
He's got
real
the best
deal.
angle. He sticks with his guns on that, saying it was fair right as it was off the bat.
Good pitch. Bye.
Gonna get a post-game poll coming in soon for you guys. Who are you guys going to want?
You know who they need to
booth
get healthy
tonight.
fast is Logan. Logan
That's
is
what
a
I'm saying.
leader, dude, and they need leadership on that team.
what I'm
Dodos,
saying,
of
two-way,
course, is a
three-way
leader as well. So is Patricus. Good.
There it goes. Sean Merciel finally gets himself off the schneid with a nice line drive.
They needed that.
Yeah, he needed that. They needed that. Let's see if they can make something going here. Turn it into a rally. Another guy really hasn't been hot, but, their next hitter
Anything
right
could
here is
happen
just
right now.
Lopez. I mean, he's also got good stuff. They've got good hitters on this team. I mean,
They just can't seem to gel all at once.
it's like
is the
they're
thing.
getting jammed. I mean, the Cajuns are just kind of owning him right now in pitching. That's what I'm saying about the Cajuns. They got pitchers. They're a solid pitching team. Good pitching beats good hitting. Again, jammed. I mean, in his hot stove kitchen right there.
Last night in that fifth inning, Brad didn't pull me. I brought him to the mound and said, "Listen,
Last night.
we're a team. Let's make this call together."
Gets
And we're
two.
just a cohesive unit out there making things happen. And I think right now the Warbirds, instead of a balanced team effort, it feels more like individuals. And I think the addition of Logan, when he gets healthy, is going to really glue this team together. I really feel that as Uncle B is up to bat right now.
Yeah, Logan Christie, he's got potential to really have amazing games when it comes to two-way games as, pitch and hit. You're going to, tink inside, 53. Nasty pitch by Nate Ruesch. But yeah, I mean, Logan's got some good stuff. I mean, absolutely. You're going to see him in the lineup before you're going to see him pitch because that's just the nature of his injury. Going to absolutely get easier to swing a bat than it is to throw coming off of his shoulder issue. But just putting him in the lineup, first of all, is going to get their bats going a little bit better, I think.
Yeah, there was Logan right there. You could see him, and he is just itching to play, man. As Buck Burner, their last hope, as James Perez sits on first base as he takes 54. That's like the 100th 54-mile-per-hour pitch that Nathan Ruesch.
Saying Nate Ruesch hits spots in corners. I mean, he can be effective. I mean, right? Just give that guy more reps from the mound, and they've got themselves another potential ace out there, maybe. I mean, they don't even know what they have with him yet. He can be really good.
Listen, I saw it last week with the Lightning. They got together. I think they went to Purdy's house or somebody's house, and they
Bruce's house, I believe,
Bruce's house,
'cause-
and they had like a day of it or whatnot as Nate strikes out and the Cajuns
Yeah,
take
I'm
the
excited
series.
to get into those lightning
I
parties.
think the Warbirds need to do something like that. I think if I'm the chicken, I need to gather my squad, reevaluate mental fortitude, and see who wants to go out there and win it all.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're going to be in the cellar of the PLW standings, and it's only going to get worse. As Kyle Lohman's going to put a post-game interview poll up right now.
Who are we going to have for their post-game interview guest? We got
Is it
Ryan
Ruesch?
Ruesch, Nathan Ruesch, Casey Nielsen, Sashi Boba, Kiefer McClendon.
That's all Cajuns right
That's all
there.
Cajuns, yeah. They won the series 2-1.
It looks like Ryan is kind of taking the early
They all played
lead.
well in this third game, for sure. There was a team effort in the fifth game, and I'd say it's really a battle between the Ruesch brothers here, and they really put the team on their back right there in the pitching.
Yeah.
They logged most of the innings there. Ryan's been in the booth a few times.
Yeah.
And
That's good for him.
If
I mean, he's
if
playing well.
Nathan wins this poll, I'd say it would be good for him because it gives PLW Nation a good chance to get to know him a little bit. So, I mean, but Ryan, definitely a fan favorite. Good dude. Both of them are going to be
he's
good interview.
deserving of it as well. But man,
Absolutely.
Nathan was really dealing on the mound tonight.
Like I said, he kind of broke out tonight, and that was actually one of my calls. Like I said that early today in the stream that he's been an underrated player, and he's got nasty stuff. I've seen it. I was in center field when he was thrown the other night, and he got the save in that last game. And I was like, man, that's some nasty stuff, dude.
So what are the records now, Anthony, with Cajuns taking 2 of 3 right there?
Let's see, where is our paper here? I believe that puts them, that's in third place, the tie with the Bombers and Legends, 13-11.
13-11, and that makes the Warbirds 8 and 16.
I believe they're only one game above the Lightning now. So yeah,
it's between you got the Lightning, Snappers, and Warbirds. They're
Those
really
last 2 spots.
fighting down there.
Warbirds are now 8-16.
Yeah.
Tied with the Snappers at 8-16.
Okay.
Lightning only one game behind at 7-17.
And there's battles happening all over the place.
Battles happening to not be relegated.
Let's go into next week's matchups while we're waiting for the poll to close as Ryan Ruesch takes that one. Week number 9 coming up. We have Monday night. Yeah, let's get Ryan in here. So just give him your headset.
All right, I'll let you interview
and then we'll go
Ruesch.
into next week's matchups. Watch your head as
Thanks a lot,
you.
PLW Nation.
Ryan Ruesch.
How are you?
I'm doing great. First off, I want to know, did you and your mama Ruesch get in a fight about who's changing the diapers, and maybe there was some blows exchange and it caused you to have a gash on your head?
Yeah, she beat me up pretty good. Yeah.
Speaking about getting beat up, you guys beat up the Warbirds pretty good tonight. I want to talk first about your brother Nate.
Oh, man.
A little family love right there. He kind of had a breakout pitching scene tonight. He's really thrown it well. Is this something that he has just been waiting to do? Have you been? Is it something that you've taught him how to throw wiffle balls, or is he just a baller?
So before we were on last season, the Taco League, Baby Yodas, Anthony started the Baby Yodas and had all of us together, and I invited my brother out, and he became really good at pitching.
Yeah.
You know, and then...
there it is. Look at the Baby Yodas.
Baby Yodas. This is where it all started for us, right here. So he did really good last year. And then in the off season, it was harder to get practice. And when we'd come out and do the scrimmages, you'd only pitch 1 inning, you know? So he kind of lost it. And then he's been waiting to find his rhythm. And last week, he threw 2 innings, 5 strikeouts, did really good. And now you see what he's doing. This is the normal Nathan.
Yeah, I noticed that he's kind of deceptive with his speed.
Yes.
It comes in at 53, 54. It looks like 57, 58, 59, and I'm noticing a lot of players are not able to gauge that out. Is there a special thing that he's doing right there?
I've tried to figure that out myself. I don't know if it's his arm angle, his release, but I think it's unfair because I want to do that, and I can't do it.
Let's talk about your pitching tonight. It looked like you were on again as a pitcher. And I said pregame that if you're lighting it up on the mound, it's going to be a difficult night. You ran into Dodos that first inning of game number 1. He went Garden of Serenity.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he took that. He took that deep, but you rebounded pretty well, and then took game number 1.
Yes.
Game number 2, nobody was getting anything going.
It was a tough go for us second game, and you know, and little mistakes that we made that caused a run to score. You know, we don't know if he would have made the tag up if we caught, but still, can't be making those mistakes that we made.
Yeah, then game number 3. I want to talk about your manager, Andrew Leday. Had a kind of a quiet night tonight. Is he just really letting you guys take the reins as a team to figure out where you guys should be on your squads and what you guys are able to do?
Yes, he is for sure. He asks us a lot. He's like, hey, what do you guys think? Like, if I'm on the mound or anyone's on the mound, he's like, hey, where do you guys want the people? So he kind of, like, instead of just telling us where everyone's going to go, a lot of the times he says, hey, who do you want in each position? Where do you feel comfortable them playing? Who do you want behind you and stuff like that? So that's really good. I like that about him. He's a great coach, great hitter, and it's really working out for us.
Speaking of great hitters, there's been a lot of talk about the most improved player this year, your name right on top. What was the switch? Because I remember you basically sucked. And now, but now, like, I don't know what happened. It was like 3 or 4 weeks ago. You had a breakout game, and from then, from then, you've just been on fire. What was the switch? Is it a different stance? Is it mentally you're seeing the ball better? Walk us through that a little bit.
I actually, there's 3 people I want to give credit to.
Okay.
First, it was Lede. When he came out and watched me playing taco ball, he would say, hey, try to go oppo.
Okay.
Do your best to go oppo. And I started going oppo. You know, I'd close off my hips and started going oppo. And then at the start of the season, I was struggling. I wasn't doing good. I went like 0 for 7 my first game.
Yep.
But Sashi kept saying, hey, give him a chance. I know he will get better. You know, so Sashi was a big supporter of me. That really helped. So
Lede was 1.
Lede,
Yeah.
Sashi was 2 by supporting and saying, hey, keep him in there. Don't just pull him out. I know he's going to get better. And then Briner came up and told me a new wiffle ball stance, you know, like when hitting, he says, don't do it like normal baseball. Don't have the bat up here. Have it down low.
Yeah.
And then just lower your shoulders and swing up. And that's, I feel like I'm doing that more, and it's just a smoother swing for me.
He's never come up to me.
He,
I could use some help.
Well, he knows I needed a lot of help because
Yeah,
I was bottom of the barrel at hitting, and so he's helped me. My favorite pitch, my best pitch, I'd say, he taught me that as well. So Briner's really helped me out a lot as well.
I always said Briner should have the wiffle ball, like a wiffle ball school,
He
the
should,
Taylor Briner's wiffle ball school
Exactly.
or whatnot.
Little academy.
I think you guys are 13-11, tied with the Bombers and the Legends, the Ones and the Vaders up top there. I think there's going to be some movement going in. How do you guys feel going into about mid season right now? I think we're going to go into week number 9 starting next week. How do you guys feel in the dugout?
I feel like we're getting a lot better. I feel like we're starting to figure things out. We just need to limit a few errors. A lot of the series we should have won, but we just had a little small errors here and there. But I think as soon as we get those, you know, nipped in the bud, I think we're gonna do really well.
All right, man. We'll go celebrate with your team. But before you go, say hello to Mama Ruesch and the baby.
Hello, Eliani. I love you, and Adeline. I love you guys. Thank you for supporting and letting me play this wonderful wiffle ball game. Love you guys.
Attaboy. There you go. That is Ryan Ruesch, everyone. Just a class act. Love having him in the booth. Let me run through the lineups for next week and see if we have, well, every matchup is big here in the PLW. We're going to go, let's see what week number 9 looks like.
We got Monday night starting off with my debut with the Lightning, the Bombers.
Lightning and Bombers. That's going to be a big time matchup for you guys. Obviously, the Bombers are really good, led by Max, Mateo, Alex.
Bombers are good.
Trevor Bauer is nasty. And then we have on Tuesday the Warbirds versus the Sand Vipers, and that's going to be a tough matchup as well, as Tom Gannon is obviously lights out. Justin
Will Tannic
Hicks
be back?
I don't know if he's going to be back. Justin Hicks is doing good. Of course, rookie Mark Tavano, Jordan Keegan, Kenny, all doing great things. And then on Wednesday night, we have the Ones versus the Legends. And that's going to be one that you're going to want to mark on your calendar as well, as that's kind of a marquee matchup. Are the Legends for real? Are we going to make some noise and take it to the Ones? Make sure you circle that. Circle all of them.
Ooh, that's going to be a good series.
Really, really good series. A lot of good pitching there. A lot of offensive as well.
Yeah.
And then Thursday night, we have the Owls versus the Sand Vipers, or versus the Snappers, and the Snappers really need this. They both need that series as well. We'll see who shows up for the Owls. We'll see what kind of offense the Snappers could produce. And then on Friday night, big time matchup. I hope I'm commentating for that one. Vaders versus the Cajuns that you just saw tonight. So
I'm disappointed I can't compete in that one. I wanted the Vaders
listen, man,
bad.
you're on a new squad.
But yeah.
You're playing against the Bombers. You will be playing against other teams. So make sure you tune in all next week, Monday through Friday, 6 o'clock pre-show, 6:05. The ball's coming out. I'm Trench Pacone. This is my main man, Anthony Michael. What a great time we had tonight. We'll see you Monday night.
Thanks, Pete.